All right. Happy Monday, everyone. It is Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of Pillars of Eternity. Falcon's playing it. It is part 11 today. I just realized this splash screen for the menu here has us journeying through snow. I haven't seen any snow in the game yet, but I guess maybe this is foreshadowing? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Let's find out today here on Pillars of Eternity, part 11. Yes, Credit Karma. I did pay my mortgage this month. Thank you for the notification. There was a large transaction. Not very helpful to be like, hey, large transaction that you've done every month for the last 10 years. It's like, yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware, Credit Karma. Thanks for monitoring my stuff, but I mean, can you tell this isn't concerning? Do you have to send me an email about it? You probably don't. So, where are we with this? We were going to go to Twin Elms. We did go there, and then Dwatch out there on the YouTube side, who knows this game a lot better than I do, was like, hey.
Gelade. Well done. A formidable fortress in the old style.
Yes, we know.
We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Too vulnerable to cannons, indeed. So we have upgraded everything here at Caed Nua. Our fortress is pretty secure. I don't think we've been attacked even for like several play sessions. I don't know if that's broken or what. Like, look, the last time we were attacked by anybody, I don't even know how far back I have to go. Like, sometimes people coming to Caed Nua get waylaid, or almost waylaid by brigands, but then we handle that. So, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Looks like we are doing some questing right now. Ravias is assigned to that. I've got a diving helmet on that I'm wearing. And an enchanted sword. Very proud of that. So, quest-wise, where are we? We haven't done this since Wednesday last week. So, there's Caed Nua. There's a bounty we can do. There's a Twin Elms quest we can do as well. Oh, okay. I think this is over here. So go to the Aedwin Bridge. The Forgotten are waiting for Mr. Barcosi's buyer at Aedwin Bridge. Agasti wants me to go in the buyer's place to uncover details about the Forgotten Angwithan relic smuggling operations. So let's do that. I also do think it's very funny that this random skirmish archer is hanging out with a lion. I know we've got a guy here who has a pet lion, but the archer is not that guy. So I like the lions just like hanging out, making friends with other people, being like, cool. Teach me how to shoot a bow and arrow, dude. And then the archer's like, all right, yeah, here's how you do it. Hey there, puppy. And that's our dog. Okay, let's head to the bridge. That's what it's telling us to do. So let's go to the bridge here. Nothing else seems too pressing. Might actually go to Twin Elms here in a bit. Dwatch said we were a bit under-leveled for it. But I think we're maybe good now. Who knows? We've leveled a little bit. We've got 2 paladins now. The Adherent Noblewoman has left the stronghold. Again, she wasn't in the stronghold. Oh, there we go. A new Adherent dignitary has arrived at your stronghold. Okay, is he there? Wait, what task is... The Forgotten is updated. What is going on? So if his prestigious visitor, leaving in 8 days, 18 hours. If he is not at Caed Nua, I'm going to be mad. I don't know what we made progress with, but oh, here we go. This is the meeting. I like how it's like, yes, we're here to buy your Angwithan relics. I'm a paladin, obviously. Oramanth Hassan's, the man's hand rests lightly on the hilt of his flail as you approach. Well, what's your business with us? Does the name Barcosi mean anything to you? Yes, you're late, and we hate to be kept waiting. Don't let it happen again. Party gained 378 experience. Now, on to the details of our arrangement. There's a loose plank on the southern end of the docks, an Andra's gift, near that sunken ship. Leave the payment there, gems and coins only. Gems, preferably. They're much easier to carry than a sack of coin. Right, we'll take the payment and replace it with Angwithan relics of slightly lesser value. I say lesser because we have to take our own fee first. We're doing all the work and taking most of the risk, after all. There you have it, clean and simple. Any questions? How do you know which relics are valuable? Quite knowledgeable about Ingwithan culture. If I say something is valuable, it is. And Vern hasn't been wrong yet either. Tell your master not to worry about us selling him junk. Don't the Glanfanthans get upset when they catch you looting Ingwithan ruins? The elven woman sneers. If we do get caught, which doesn't happen often, we make sure the Glanfanthans don't stay upset for very long. Witnesses are inconvenient. How do you not get caught? Yup. The Valayan ambassador, Agosti, knows about us and is trying to shut us down. He's not as smart as he thinks he is. And besides, our patrons in the republics are more powerful and influential. We don't have anything to worry about. Okie doke. No more questions. Good. Give us about a week and we'll have something for you. Cool. It wants us to fight them? Oh, that's awesome. Bad news, Oromanth. Barkazi's buyer isn't coming. Looks like the knights took him in for questioning. My guess is Agosti's behind it. So what's going on here? Who's this? Oops. He stares at you, his gaze hardening. Good question. Stare back silently. He knows too much. Kill him. And we get a fight on the bridge. Alright, kids. You tank the tank.
I'm ready.
Other paladin, you tank the rogue. Schwa. You buff some dudes in a second. You start shooting the caster.
Ready, Watcher.
You start shooting the caster. Puppy, get the caster. And let's go. And then you get a generic blessing up. Okay, looking good.
Ready, Watcher.
You're shooting the wizard, right? Is the wizard down? Who's this guy? I'm not even sure what you are. Harkeen Wilthorn. Oh, maybe a druid. I think the wizard might be down. It's hard to tell. Okay. I feel like we're winning.
Following your lead.
Here, shoot that guy.
Ready, Watcher.
You shoot that guy. Puppy's down. Puppy dies a lot. Poor thing. Smack him.
I'm ready.
And smack him. He's getting healed, but... I think we got this. Exploded the last guy. Wow. We have defeated the Forgotten.
Yeah.
So these guys are tomb raiders of the worst kind. Anything good? Fine stuff. Some grimoires. A little bit of money.
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantities of war spoils.
I wish we'd brought a sled.
See, and these guys are worrying about the stuff we're picking up. Like, I don't know what you're worried about. We sell it whenever we can. Not like we're carrying around 8 million things. Alright, so back to first fires and the embassy, right? Yeah. Then we go back and report what's going on. So we're doing Pillars of Eternity Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Master Recall on Thursday. I need to update. Gotta update the schedule here in a minute. Alright, to the Valiant Embassy. Again, these guys are trying to step in here and shut down the trade we're getting, which is not cool. Nothing crazy happening? Great, let's go. How's it going, Jordan? Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good and fun Monday here. Boom, boom, boom. And here's our guy. Agosti.
Welcome.
What can this humble servant of the Republics do for you? I did the thing already. I met with the Forgotten, but it didn't go quite like you planned it. Oh, you weren't able to learn anything about our smuggling operation then? I was going well, but then they discovered I wasn't really Barkazi's representative. I'm glad you survived the experience. He rubs his chin. I'd hoped that I could resolve the situation with subtlety, but what's done is done. I have no idea what may come of this. But that's my problem, not yours. Take these gems as payment for your service. You got it, man. Got 5 emeralds.
Yeah.
Cool for us. This isn't stealing? No. Well, I'm still not going to take it. Still not going to take it. Let's go. I'm a paladin after all. Whew, after all. Can't be stealing things. Doing well, Jordan. Having fun playing the Pillars of Eternity today. What do we got? Anything else? Endless Paths. War Chief Iklak. A sealed missive at Twin Elms. Durance. Again, I think this quest is broken. What do I have to do? Find the Adra Arch in the woods. And then go back to Twin Elms. I think we're just going back to Twin Elms at this stage. I don't think we have any other quests to run with here. Yeah, and if Dwatch isn't here, then when will the mug show up? Here, let me ask. I will ask the person that sent you the mug. Okay, I'll ask him. See if that should be there. Nice, 7-stream streak. Excellent stuff, Jordan. He might be in first place right now with that, actually. Pretty good. Indeed, a never-ending winter. Okay, let's go. We're supposed to... There's supposed to be woods somewhere. No, this isn't where we want to be. Hey, what's up, WoW Mage? Nice, 5-stream streak. Let's go, WoW Mage. Excellent stuff. I think it's in these woods. There's like an Audra arch we're supposed to find for our hunter, Sagani. She's looking for it because she's trying to find the reincarnated soul of an elder from her village. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. Is that it? Is that the Audra arch? Is that bridge maybe? Well, I don't know. There's probably somebody to fight up here. There usually is someone to fight inside the darkness, but maybe just water. Francis! How's it going, man? Happy Monday. We are hunting for an arch, which could indicate a bridge. But also this kind of looks... Is this an Audra arch? Honestly, no idea. I'm trying to help you, Sagani. I could use some assistance. Wait, no, these are Audra pillars. They don't count as Audra arches, I don't think. We fought some dudes here earlier. Got some corpses to loot, apparently. Exciting. Yeah, I don't think this is an Audra arch. I mean, it kind of looks like one, but it's not like, hey, we found it. We found the Audra arch, so... There's an antelope up here. And then we can exit here, but that only lets us go either to Hearth Song or back to Stormwall Gorge. So that's not helping. Finding a surprising number of quests in this game are kind of broken. I'm not happy about that. Like, I understand this is a Kickstarted project by Obsidian. I get that maybe they don't have all the resources you'd expect them to have for a game. Elder stag horn. Did somebody kill a stag? But where is this arch? Where is it? We went in the cave because there were ogres in there, and we killed them. And that was the bounty. So we took care of the bounty here. Man, I mean, there's a whole another quadrant of this map that we haven't gone into yet. There's a fight here somewhere that is just not a good time. We're going to save scum real fast. Ah. Maybe this is it? This is a fight. Seems pretty doable, at the very least. The Adder Beetle, Stone Beetle. Let's take out the Forest Lurker.
What?
Oh, second group? No.
Sure.
No. One group, yes. Two groups, no. Definitely not. Definitely not doing two freaking groups. Paladin, break off. Come on. He's trying.
Let's go.
Let's kill the Adragon by itself. Okay. That's fine. Adragons are scary. They're casters. They do scary amounts of buffing and stuff.
Right. Let's go.
Kill this. If it wants to fight us on its own, sure.
Let's go.
Kill this.
Let's go. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Buff the guy.
Attack.
Take out that Forest Lurker, and then we'll worry about the beetles. 'Cause the beetles are tanky, but
Let's go.
Settle!
Yeah, don't deal a ton of damage. Francis says, what's the story so far? Oh, okay. All right, so far it turns out the main character here, Falcon the Dwarf Paladin, is a watcher, was given powers by some dude who, named Theos. So in this world, when you die, your soul gets reincarnated into a new body, but usually don't remember your past life. But this guy, Theos, is reincarnated into a body and remembers his past life. So he's basically going around setting up schemes and plans and is basically up to no good. He's the villain of the story. But he also has a lot of information about this concept of being a watcher, which is what I am. I got it from getting too close to one of his experiments, which means that I can talk to the souls of the dead. I can see things that are already happening, but it's going to drive me crazy eventually because we find a watcher, right? We're like, oh, there's a watcher hanging out in this old fort. So we go there and we find him, but he's been driven insane by his visions. So I'm like, well, that's not good. Can I stop being a watcher? So we're trying to figure out how to do that. But also, the guy who probably can help us with that is maybe trying to end the world. So, not ideal. And then here's second group. Oh, well, crap.
Let's go.
Dead on!
Attack.
Nope. Is he down? Down. Of course he is. He's always down. Okay, but other paladin don't die.
The warrior soul is quiet.
And she is down. Crap.
Let's go.
Dead on!
Let's go.
Dead on!
Are all my original characters' companions dead? No.
Let's
Aloth is out. He's just kind of hanging out at the fort right now. And Eder, I think, is off doing a quest for us right now.
Dead on!
I have them.
We just keep picking up new people. They all have quests they want us to do. It's just a lot. Is that a fighting? No, that's a talking. That's a spirit thing. Okay, let's loot. Let's camp. Because Durance is going to die again. Classic Durance. Gonna die, as always. Ah, thanks for following me on Instagram. Devils, if that was you. Appreciate it. Nice. So, right here's a soul we can talk to. Or I can talk to because I'm a watcher, right? Oh, the Adra Arch. Oh, there it is. There's a whole arch we were looking for. Looms in front of you, just as you saw it through Persok's eyes. Persok is the soul we're following that got reincarnated after a village elder died, and Sagani's looking for it. Sagani turns, watching the trees for movement. As the arch's shadow falls over you, the wooded shore fades into a different scene. Wah! You're standing in another forest. Blackened, bare trunks claw their way out of the soil and keep a solemn vigil over the young trees and tender shrubs. You move slowly through the woods and the ruins scattered throughout them. Stone pillars and broken arches show the bones of some destroyed building. Between and amidst all of it are elves and orlins, their faces painted and their bows drawn. Burnt trees and crumbling ruins. Where is this? I don't have a lore requirement or a survival requirement. Boo. No one seems to recognize it. I've seen the next
I'll
location.
follow you.
I'll follow you, says Sagani. She counts the arrows in her quiver before adjusting the weight on her shoulders.
I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close.
You sound surprised.
I am.
I am.
After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck wandering like this forever.
Yeah, that's a terrible quest.
I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now.
Oh, what changed?
I haven't spent this much time around anyone since the long hunts in Nasitok. But I've gotten to know you. Seen how you deal with Kith. Whatever else you turn out to be when we find Theos, you're honest. I know you wouldn't lead me astray in this.
Aww. What I mean is, thanks. No one's done this much for me in a very long time. Feels almost like I'm part of a village again. Alright, let's press on. Just gotta figure out what I'll tell him.
I guess that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persok's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember?
See, that's not a good line reading. It should be, but what really matters to someone in Persok's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember? She read it wrong. Come on, voice actors, you can do this. It's not what really matters to someone in Persok's position. It's not it. Anyway. I'm sure you'll know what to do.
You sound like my mother on my wedding night.
Heyo. Anyway, here's to finding our men soon. Ooh, got some level ups here. Locate the forest from the latest vision. Oh boy. Still chasing.
Awaken, my child.
Hey, hey, who's that?
The glory that is your birthright.
They got raft
Know
attacks.
that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
What's up, raft attacks? Thank you so much for the follow there. Trying to get to 4,000 followers here on the Purple Dimension, and every follower helps. So there's my diving helmet. I'm looking really fancy here. So, frequently I'm failing lore checks. So let's maybe level up lore a little bit. But I mean, some of these are like 12 requirements. Not even close to 12. Greater lay on hands seems pretty good. We're getting more HP. We need more healing. And then Kana gets to level up as well. I always thought Kana's face looked weird, and I think that's because this class was added as a Kickstarter stretch goal. So he's kind of a last-second addition. So he's got all the lore. We'll give him some survival. And then a new song. Calls down a drake from the skies to fight with the party. Let's do that. I would very much appreciate a drake from the skies. Let's do this thing. Does he have an option? Marksman. Accuracy against distant enemies. How distant? Well, he's pretty much doing that all the time anyway. Marksman it is. I'm having him shoot dudes. Perfect. Alright. So we made some progress in Sagani's quest. Wonderful. Everybody's back up after the fights we've been in. Durance keeps dying because of course he does. There's a little bit of an unexplored area down here. Let's check it out. Maybe we can get some XP. Fighting some more wild forest lurkers or trolls down here. Doesn't appear to be much, actually. Cool. We do find a body. Aha! Nothing important though. Money, lockpick. Some armor. No note. Sometimes people have notes on them. We can figure out who they are. But no, not that. Not at all. Alright. I think we've got this area pretty well taken care of. Let's go into Twin Elms. We've got a quest for our other paladin for her to do in here too. Catch you later, Jordan. Let's head over to Hearthsong. Oh, I wanted to go back to Cade Nua and see if that noble person's there or if it's broken. It's always annoying that they only show up at Caed Nua after I've left. It's like immediately after I've left. Alright, let's try it. We can sell stuff to the merchant there too. We know we have one there. I'm not sure if there's one here. So Caed Nua's 8,000 miles away. It's a day and 18 hours of travel to get there. I'm trying to remember how many days of driving across the United States? It's like 2.
This place.
Depending on how
Beautiful
fast.
as it can.
All right. Please be in here, sir. Thank you. Top Shelf says 40 hours of driving across the United States lengthwise. Well, there you go. Not even 2 days. Oh, snap, Top Shelf. How are the Nuggets doing? Nuggets. Game log. Psychonauts, are you taking an ideological stand against Bezos? How you doing, Nuggets? Let's see. So when was the injury, Top Shelf? They're 1-2, so they beat the Raps and they lost to the Cavs and the Nets. Oh, they lost to the Nets. That's one that I thought that maybe they'd win. Michael Porter Jr. scores 27 points. Wow. All right. Well, so far, 1 win. 1-2 is a good start. If I just need them to go 5 and whatever. The value is no longer there with Prime. Ah, gotcha, Psychonauts. Yeah, but they're missing all their starters, Psychonauts. Jokic is out. Cam Johnson is out. Friggin' everyone's injured. It's crazy. All right, Psychonauts sounds good. What's up, Raph Attacks? No Fallout. No Fallout. Not really a Fallout kind of guy. If you're expecting Fallout from me, I've played some of Fallout New Vegas, never finished it. I've never played 1 or 2. I've never played 4. I've never played 3.
Hail, traveler.
So not a Fallout person. The Raptor game was wild. They called off an Ingram 3 at the end. Ooh. Oh, Fallout is on Prime. Right. I'm not actually watching the second season of Fallout. I thought 1 was good. I thought 1 was good. Ooh, new pry bar. I'll always buy pry bars, man. Who knows when you'll need a pry bar is what I say. All right, time to sell some stuff. This, and this, and this, and this, and this. Anything that's fine is just not worth using. Oh, that's a nice cloak. We'll hang on to that. Quarterstaff. Robe, armor, sword, pistol. Yeah. We're going to clear out the gunk. They can stop complaining about running out of space. Psychonauts is going to high seize it. The value of Prime blew up with NBA for us. Are you saying... No, there's no sound or music in the game right now. I mean, there's a little bit of sound effects as I click on stuff. Click. See that click? Click. Swing, swing, swing. Click, click, swing, swing. But there's no music here. Again, cool boots are cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Now, is this nobleman here? Nobleman? This is this is consistently happening. Where is this guy supposed to be? Where's Dwatch? Testing out my audio issues. There should be footsteps here. Trump, 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 Trump. 10 stream streak, 4 psycho nuts. Let's go. Wait, are you saying there's NBA games on Prime now, so the value's gone up for NBA fans? I mean, I'm going to be honest. Anymore, I just have no idea where any games are. I watch them. I watch NBA stuff. I watch NFL stuff. And where it is, I don't really remember. See, this is glitching out. Is there any way to fix this? It keeps telling me that Berylt, an Adairan dignitary, has arrived at the stronghold. He was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. And look, he's here. He's a prestigious visitor. He's leaving in 4 days. You can get +3 prestige and +2 security. Does he just provide that by being here? Does he want something from me?
Gelade. Well done. A formidable fortress in
Yes,
the old
it is.
style.
I'm looking
We
this
don't
up.
build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Yeah, I know. You've said that twice already. We've been here for half an hour, lady. Berylt, an Adairan dignitary. Yeah, so Steam's like, I can't find this guy. And it's like, yeah, he's not in the Hall of Caed Nua. I think I attended him once. He's not there, he's not there, he's not there, he's not there. So that's it? I guess he's just here, and you get a prestige bonus when he's here. Is that it? Can I ever find these guys? So yeah, some visitors you just see on the management screen. You don't get to meet them in the keep. I guess that's what's going on. Good old internet streaming. Also, I love this bug. So there was a point in the game where a bunch of peasants showed up and they were like, rabble, 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 right? You can hear them. And they're gone. They've been gone for like 8 streams, but every time I come back to my fort, I can still hear them. Isn't that fun? That's a weird bug, isn't it? So I guess this guy's just here. He's hanging out. He doesn't seem to have anything he wants us to do. Cool. I guess that's all he is then. Weird, but fine. Okay, fine. We'll go back to Twin Elms then. 22 more hours of traveling. Well, 1 day and 18 hours of traveling. What's better, bits or super chatting? Okay, look, I just thought about this today. YouTube. How much does YouTube take from super chats? I think it's better. Super chats are better, Francis, but you can't super chat on this channel because this channel is not monetized yet, Francis. Oh, look, it's Aloth and it's Eder. They're here. But we're not going to bring them in. Yeah. So the Twitch for affiliates is 50-50. So if you cheer, 1,000 bits, which is something, they take half of it. But then YouTube takes 30%. So YouTube is better. But unfortunately, this channel is not monetized. If you have Venmo at Falcon Paladin or PayPal, falconpaladin@gmail.com, then 100% of your donation gets to me. Like 99.9% of it shows up. So, what I was supposed to do... Where's this quest with my paladin? She says... Yeah, she's the child of 5 sons. Help Pellegrin broker a trade agreement with the Anamenfath in Twin Elms. Sure. How do I find them? I'm going to go in this door. Yeah, pennies in the mail. Let's go.
Right.
Maybe these guys have some kind of a... Oh! The Anamethav will not commune together for a season at least. What? No, Keepers of the Stone. The Guided Compass. No, we need to...
Wait.
Ah!
I don't know if I should go through with this. Make the trade deal with the Anamenfath.
I don't know if they're actually here, lady, but okay. Top shelf.
If a Valiant deal with the Glanfathens weakens the Deerwood, it could mean war for the Republics in the future.
Yes, that is true, but what other options do you have?
I could put the idea in the Anamenfath's head that the Republics are not interested in exclusive trade, but limited trade of goods that they do not already trade with the Deerwoodens.
Wow, look at you. Look at you looking out for the greater good, not just your own people. That's interesting. I mean, she's a paladin, I guess. I don't know. Follow your heart. Pelagina, you alone know what must be done. She nods her head resolutely. And then we keep going. Oh, they are here. That was a...
Another Estramore.
Yeah.
What do you want?
She's a middle-aged Orlin woman standing at the back of the longhouse, an expression of irritation on her narrow features. As you approach, she takes a decisive step toward you. Sagani leans in. Careful, this woman's young for an elder, and looking to prove herself, I think. I'm looking for another who passed through the city.
Few Estramoran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious. There are reasons we don't let you Estramoran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand.
Has something happened recently, maybe with this Theos character? More than I care to think about.
Looters have grown bolder
Oh.
at the sights of the builders.
That's true.
The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city.
Also true.
And every week, the 3 Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anolfane children.
Are you talking about people trying to escape the plague of the Hollowborn? Ah! Suddenly you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. Uh-oh. The Anamanfath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you. No, she's possessed by Theos!
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now.
Oh, no.
Go and be thankful that Anamfath Shimak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
Wait, what? Ah! It's back! Hey, Theos, what's up? Fairwolves. A vision of an Orland man appears next to Bethwell. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them. He points behind you. Turning, you see the ghostly shapes of 5 other Anamethfoth. Another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face, a frowning dwarf, a black-furred Orlan, and 2 elves. What is going on? Okay. Good, then. She looks as if she's about to say more, but instead she begins to turn from you. The spectral Orlin, what is going on? Takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tendrils of essence strain between them, and he grimaces and leans forward as if struggling against a gale. The angry Anamenfeth winces. War. The spectral Orlin's voice is a rasping croak. They're headed for war. Remind them of Furbolt's warning. Okay. Does Furbolt's warning mean anything to you? Furbolt's soul image gasps. Taut threads of essence tug at him, drawing him back into the Anamafath. He looks up at you again. I tried to tell them. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estra Morwen.
You'd better explain yourself.
The two attending tribesmen look from the Anamathvath to you, their sword hands ready, and her slitted pupils narrow. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estra Morwen.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
That's right. I am a watcher. Or Furbolt tried to warn the other tribes about something. What was it?
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamfath of our tribe then. When the Estramoric farmers defiled the builders' monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamfatha to patience, but louder, angrier voices prevailed.
She folds her clawed hands in front of her and gazes down at them.
Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the builders as we do. He also believed the builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today.
What do you mean?
While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
It's a fair point. An image of a polished Adra cube flashes into your mind. There is writing on the sides, but the image is too faint for you to read it. The Anamanfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing a pointed claw. There's nothing I can say about the cube here. You can't change the past. Give them something else to remember. Sounds like you've got your own problems. So give them something else to remember. She looks at you sadly. I'm afraid I already have.
Another Estramor came through here a few days ago and, well, letting him through was a mistake.
Dun dun dun.
One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estramoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
Yeah, sounds like Theos. It's the man I came here to stop.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar Twin Elms from Estramoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
You again see the polished Adra cornerstone in your mind. This time, the image is clearer. Each face of the stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You feel the lips form words. A gift from the builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door, while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
What do they mean? They mean that Fairwolt's words may indeed be true.
Very well.
Oh.
The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the Guided Compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elms Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
Sounds like a plan. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. In the meantime, I shall be here to assist you. 1,000 XP for that conversation's pretty good. One of my companions, a representative of the Valian Republics, wishes to discuss a trade issue with you. The Orlin turns her gaze towards Palagina. Yes, the Valian godlike, blessed of Halea. Palagina bristles and quickly spits out a response. So they say. Ooh, you don't believe in that. The Animathan's face shows no outward emotion, but her voice betrays annoyance at Palagina's interruption. And diplomat of the Duke's Bells, I understand you were to be sent here with trade assurances from your masters. Revered Anamanfath, it is true that I was chosen to convey these assurances, but understand that I was fashioned more for war than etiquette. The Orlin smirks slightly. In these dangerous times, perhaps it is better to send warriors to do diplomat's work. Palagina musters a weak smile. Indeed, Anamanfath, regarding the exclusive trade agreement... Her voice quavers slightly and her golden eyes dart in your direction. I told you to trust your gut, lady. Just do it. Nod head. Palagina stirs herself. The Republics feel it would be in the best long-term interests of all parties if you maintained your traditional goods trade with the Deerwood. The Animathfath's long ears pitch forward. A strange turn. What do the Republics want, then? Palagina speaks quickly but confidently. Ta ondro tara pearls. Trade will be picking up quickly on them in the Eastern Reach. You will buy them exclusively from us for the next 5 years. In exchange, we will be your exclusive market for Adraban and Karagolan for the same period. The Anamanfath considers Palagina's words for several long moments. An interesting proposition, Valayan. We will send emissaries south to discuss the details at greater length. Your appearance here speaks well of your duke's intentions. Revered Anamanfath, Palagina bows deeply.
That's it. My position in the Brotherhood gone. I can't believe I just made up new trade terms to the Glanfath and Anamenfath. Postenago.
Postenago! Her eyes are wide with panic. You did the right thing with the Republics. Even if the Dukes can't see it from their vantage, you can deal with their disapproval later.
Verus.
Verus.
They have a saying in Biajepe. New gold clears even the oldest dates. If I'm right, all will be forgiven. If not, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Big deal. Got some level ups out here. Ooh, she gets a level up. Palagina levels up. She's got a ton of athletics. Again, fighter. We'll give her lore. Give her critical focus. Ooh, so allies affected by zealous focus convert 5% of would have been ordinary hits to critical hits. Nice. I like it. We get one. We get one. Child of the Five Sons quest is completed, and Durance gets a level up. Can he get some kind? I don't know. Some kind of staying alive option for this guy? Seriously. He dies more than everybody else. Interdiction, Inspired Flame. The Faithful of Magrin gain an accuracy bonus with Sword and Arquebus and can cast a special version of Burst of Summer Flame. So he doesn't have a sword or an arquebus. He's got a staff, so I don't think that helps us. Aggrandizing Radiance. Everybody receives less healing from the priest's holy radiance, but the priest gains a bonus to all attributes and movement. So way less healing received, but there's a +2 might, constitution, dexterity, perception, intellect, resolve, and move speed for 12 seconds. Doesn't sound good. A bonus spell. Nah. Something defensively, maybe? Better reflexes might keep him alive. Let's see. +10 will. Defense. More defense. Superior deflection. I mean, that helps them stay alive a little bit. Let's do it. I'm not sure if that's the right move here, but I'm giving it a try. The Curse of Cold Clay completed. Hirdavas returns to the stronghold with 3,000 experience. And a thing. Remembrance of Life's Warmth. I don't know what this is. It's a curious device created by a deranged dwarven animancer. It has the ability to cast the druid spell Garden of Life. So it's a friendly AoE, plus 20 endurance, plus 20 endurance. Holy smokes. Okay, that's fun. Okay, good chat. We're gonna chase after Theos now, I guess. It's an interesting conversation. I mean, I thought maybe it would take a little bit longer to get access to the rest of the city, but we crushed it with our magic watcher powers. I wonder if there's a way to fail that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can go to the Old Song District. I can go to the Celestial Sapling. Wasn't there a quest I had to do at the Celestial Sapling? Let's give it a try. Merla, that Glanfathan witch sold me useless twigs and herbs. Does she take me for a fool? This will not stand. I have been swindled, and Alari will pay for what she did. Ooh, this is some big old ogre. I had an ogre protecting my castle once, and then he died. You want up? I pull. Is it a catapult to get to the other part of the city? That's fun. I like that idea. Oh, it's a different ogre. Esthermore, welcome. Behave. Be merry. Well, this is... I guess this is the inn in this town. The unusual stone pulses with warmth. All right, going to step away for a second. Be right back. Check out the merch at falconpaladin.store. See you in 2 minutes.
If this is a battle of wills, Watcher, I surrender.
All right. So I still think that we have a quest here at the Celestial Elm. But maybe we already did it? Grieving Mother, Persok, Sagani, Endless Paths, Endless Paths, Durance. This is the one. Okay, so yeah, this is the missive from the dead monk to the members of his order. So that's what it is. We got to find some monks out here. Someone's got a wolf companion, a boar companion, an antelope companion. There's like a hajillion companions here. This is a frightened villager. The man looks up sharply as you approach, eyes going wide. You! Oh, I've been recognized. You're the one he's looking for. He sets down his wine. You killed Lord Radric. What if I did? No. You don't understand. It didn't work. I'm one of the guards at the keep. Was one of the guards. He's killed most of them. The ones you didn't. What? Kolsk, he didn't last very long. Nothing but empty air, him. Nice enough to work for, I mean. Much nicer, but it didn't help him when Radric came back. What the hell? Gods, the screaming. His eyes, it was like he was burning inside. He shudders. He says he's come back to lead us like before. Says he's going to kill you for what you've done. I told him I'd find you and gives you his challenge. Do it all honorable, that sort of thing. He let me go, and I kept on running as far as my coin let me. He laughs bleakly. Funny, me running into you anyhow. So he wasn't even really trying to find me. He was just running, and he found me anyway. That's funny. I suppose you have some kind of trap waiting for me back there? Who, me and the poor fools Redrick threw off the ramparts? I haven't got a thing to do with him, and begging your pardon, but I'd rather keep far from you as I can manage. I'm just going to sit here and drink until I don't remember a thing. I wish you all the luck of the world, friend. There's just something awful in that keep, howling after your blood. Awesome! That's really cool. I really didn't want to kill Radric, but I didn't have any other options, so that's cool. What are we selling here, folks?
Greetings.
A middle-aged elven man stands behind the counter of the inn. He has a warm, open face, and he smiles pleasantly in greeting as you approach. Welcome, welcome. I'm always glad to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. It seems to me you've walked a long road. All are welcome here, and those with interesting stories most welcome them all. What do you got for sale, man? We're good on camping supplies. A spirit spiral. Melee damage bonus. Minor spellbind. Whisper of treason. 3 per rest. Fast. Interrupt. Charms enemies for 10 seconds. Dude, why are there so many abilities that do charming in this game? Honestly.
Gods keep you.
Tell me about this place. Of course! Eletherion's face brightens. I founded the inn many years ago, but in many ways its tale begins much earlier. It is while I was returning from a long journey south I first heard the story of the tree upon which this inn rests. Hundreds of years ago, a strange event occurred. The sky was troubled that night, with many stars falling across the sky, and one of those same stars began to plummet, instead towards the aura. It fell here, striking a young tree and burying itself within it like a fiery heart. But the tree survived, and over the years it grew and grew and grew, twice as big as its fellows in half the time, until it reached the size you see now and grew no more. Hearing the tale, I knew I must find the truth. And you see it there. He gestures towards the large stone at the center of the room. Around the tree's heart, I built this inn to welcome all travelers who might look upon it. Kana looks over the stone and grins. A fine story. I'll carry that one home. I'm always glad to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. It seems you've walked a long road. All are welcome here, and those with interesting stories most welcome of all. Well, gotta find monks. Let's see. Time to walk around and find monks. This is oh, on a word with you.
Hail and well met.
A slender woman in dusty leathers locks eyes with you. It's good to see someone from more civilized lands around here. Her unkempt hair sprouts in wavy black tufts. Despite the fine features that sculpt her face, a cleft chin completes her boyish appearance. I'm learning firsthand the many shortcomings of Glanfathan hospitality. Her gloved hands come to rest on the pommel of a long S-stock, cinched low on her hip. She has a sword. I can almost forgive the hostility towards outsiders, but the temperate taverns and these watered-down drinks, inexcusable. I hope I don't seem too forward, but I need help to help my friends, and you look like the right person for the job. A sly smile carves a dimple on her cheek, which is to say you're not Glanfathan, making you the closest thing I've got to an ally in this paranoid land. She gives you a coquettish sideways glance. And allies, well, they help each other, do they not? What do you want? My friends have drawn some unwanted attention. Sinwith looks to both sides, scanning for uninvited listeners. Glanfathan's scouts, and not just any mob of local zealots, but the Fangs. She pauses to let the name settle in the air. The Fangs are a brutal, relentless bunch, eager to make an example of troublesome outsiders. As for why I need your help, her smile widens as she speaks. I need someone to warn the expedition that trouble is coming, and I need someone ready to fight if it comes to that. She taps her hand on the pommel of her S-stock. With any luck, we'll reach my friends before the Fangs do, but if not, the Fangs have a reputation to uphold, so this might require spilling blood. Tell me more about your expedition. I like to think we're on a mission of reclamation. Swinwith darts a shrewd smile. It is said that our armies left behind many valuables in their hasty retreat from Air Glanfath at the end of the War of Black Trees. So the way I see it, we're simply gathering up what our ancestors left behind. I doubt the Glanfathans agree with me on this, she adds with a dimpled grin. My expedition set out from Defiance Bay, heading directly east to cross into Glanfathan lands. I split off once we arrived at the Bale, the natural frontier between our nations. The plan was for me to keep my eyes on the Glanfathans while the main group scoured the target area. For days we eluded them. She walks her fingers over the back of her leather glove, leaving a trail on the dusty surface. But the Fangs got wise to our presence. Your friends are trespassing, and by local custom they're criminals. She frowns and blinks at you several times. You'll forgive me if I'm not sympathetic with face painters and their barbaric laws. I'm not pretending that what we're doing is noble. I just don't believe trespassing is a crime that warrants execution. Maybe another time. Time is of the essence. She puts a gloved hand to her mouth and stops herself. I understand your apprehension, but I hope you will reconsider. And soon. She nods to you and turns away. Okay, bye. No, you are totally Kickstarter backers. Yeah. Don't care about you. I'm looking for monks. Anyone seen any monks? Can I ask people about any monks they've seen? Hello, monks. Monks! We found the monks.
Well met, friend.
The monk massages his temples, his face buried in his palm. As you approach, he looks up. This room needs a proper door, he mutters. My brothers and I rented this space that we might have some measure of privacy in this foreign land. Perhaps you could find another room here in the inn? I met another monk in robes like your own. He died of his wounds right as I found him. The monk's eyes widen. His fists curl in a crackling barrage of popping joints. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please, we've been waiting for another of our order to meet us here, and if you found him... All eyes fall to the floor as the monks begin to whisper chants in unison to their fallen friend. He gave me this missive. Hand me that, the monk exclaims as he snatches the missive from your grasp. Almost immediately, his face turns red. I mean, please, this is of great importance. Breaking the seals, the monk unrolls the handwritten scroll contained within and quickly reads the message, his lips breathlessly mouthing the text. He turns to address his brothers. My brethren, the arch-martyr has sent word. At long last, we now have what we need. Uh-oh. Thank you, stranger, the monk says, folding his hands in front of him as he bows deeply. Your honest soul is to be applauded. I admit I was surprised. When you handed me the message, I expected the seal to be broken. The monk turns red, his face smiling for the first time. I'm glad to see common decency is not yet lost from this world. He reaches into the folds of his robes. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. I got a thing. Isla Brachia has been added to the inventory, and I got 4,000 experience for it. Rock on. Taxes paid. What did he just give us? Not the boots. Not a quest item. Oh, a small shield. Oh. Ranged grazes are reflected back at the attacker. Holy smokes. Like all of it? That's kind of cool. Kind of want to maybe put that on. But anyway, what you gonna do now? Nothing? Cool. You're not gonna tell me? Man, they're gonna, like, burn this place down, aren't they? And I helped them. 'Tis the nature of the beast, right? 'Tis the nature of helping people in an RPG sometimes. Sometimes
Good
you
day,
help
stranger.
burn everything down. That's Matt Mercer again, by the way. Definitely. The water is cool and
Segami,
crisp.
I had heard that women do the hunting in Nasitak, but wasn't sure if I could believe it until I met you.
And I thought it was our raw meat diet that made us strange.
Well, that too, honestly.
Alright, where are we trying to go? We're looking for Theos, but I was not given any clues as to where he might be. Oh, hi. A protector places his spear between you and the path that leads beyond the gates. Still, Estramor, the rest of the city is forbidden except by order of one of the Anamathfa. Trespassing in Twin Elms is punishable by death. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. The guard scowls and looks at his companion, who nods back. He turns to you again, his knuckles whitening around the shaft of his spear. Always too cozy with Yestra Morin. Go, then, and mind your step around the sacred stones. You got it, man. Into Elms Reach it is. We actually made it. So I think all the quests I had in Twin Elms have been taken care of. Even before we officially got to Twin Elms. I guess there's just quests to do now. I mean, we can go back and deal with Redrick if we wanted. Duran's Kana, Sagani, Grieving Mother, Radrick. Speak with the Dalamagan at Ter Evan in Elms Reach. Okay, so we want to go to Ter Evan. Ter Evan. Ter Evan. Go, go, go.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not.
Wait, no.
For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara ex Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
Okay, so being a watcher, sometimes I can see a past version of Theos. Apparently, in one of my previous lives, I was a follower of his. So, like, he's talking to me, I guess? And I'm remembering it. But he says, you stayed true to the cause. There's heretics. There's betrayers. New sheep continue to flock. What's up, J-Tox? But not you. So he's just like, you are awesome. You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
Yes, yes, heresy. Everybody loves heresy. How would we reach her, Theos?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how would we get Iavara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Oh no, what is happening? Ask what, if there was any other choice? What do you want from me? Oh, leaves the question hanging. So yeah, I was super reliable to Theos in a previous life. Now, I might need to stop him. Hello. Teleporting in possible enemies? Sidha, two identical women seem to fade into view as they move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Oh. They're not teleporting in, they're just coming out of camouflage. Their skin is tree bark, ridged and scaly, wreathed in a curling tangle of roots, buds, and blooms. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrated leaves like the drooping branches of the elms above, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled by hundreds or even thousands of concentric rings, as if to mark the accumulated wisdom of millennia.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
One of them extends a snarl of roots towards you that snakes and twists together to form something like an open hand. Palm down, you look like a druid.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something
familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell him and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of his predecessor.
Okay, so Theos came through here, messed some stuff up. You're feeling really antsy about that, so, like, you're gonna kill us now?
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here.
Well.
Different questions in these eyes.
Well.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
I like how the last ones are always like, I'll kill everyone. I'll gladly burn this place down, but I have more pressing concerns. I seek a man who came through here. It sounds as though you've already met him.
There! By his own admission, Sheetha.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer.
Ooh,
Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial.
That's a good insult. You wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer.
The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Stopping him might end Waydwin's legacy.
So that is the reason he passed this way. This is low, even for the Leaden Key.
I told you we should have confronted him, Sheetha. He has always been a poison.
Okay. Wow, they're like super friends with Theos.
It would have been the last thing we ever did, sister.
That's true.
Who can be said to have ever gotten the better of Theos?
Nobody. Definitely not us.
Yes, but imagine how much fun it would have been. Can't you just picture him all strung up in vines like an angry little puppet?
But that's not what this is really about, is it? You are bound to that man. I see it now. You are awakened.
I am.
Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos, ladies.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek.
Aw.
Nor can any man.
Aw.
An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
So this has all been for nothing, and I'm gonna lose my mind? What's up, Drew? I'm gonna lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
Sort of. I had hoped it would be something I could forget. A mercy, to be sure, but how can you grant mercy to a soul that has already judged itself guilty?
However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward.
A way
Would
forward?
you agree, Sheetha?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
Look, man, either I'm gonna die or I'm gonna go crazy. So death may be preferable to what lies in store for me. Got a meeting with an integrator. All right. Keep it up, man. We're all cheering for you. You know that. County SCADA guy.
It may,
Excellent.
but not all deaths are alike, and the man you pursue is versed in thousands of them.
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past.
Yes.
Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest.
Ooh.
Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
Fancy. My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest? Yeah, I remember you saying your old boss would write a recommendation for you. Yeah, I mean, people are back. People are back in the office this week. It sure seems like it. So hopefully. Hopefully. Job hunting is the worst. Everybody hates it. Okay, so Jordan. Yeah, Jordan, one of my other subs wanted to send him some Falcon Paladin merch for Christmas. He got the shirt, but the mug that was sent is apparently stuck. USPS still has it. All right, let me let him know real quick here. All right, let Jordan know what's up. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath.
Well, that sucks.
Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
So what they're saying is, if I figure out my past, as it is slowly revealed to me, when I get the last piece, I'll be insane. It's too late. But if someone tells me my past before it gets slowly revealed to me, then maybe I'm cool. So Theos knows.
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos' path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
Interesting. Yeah, because Theos is constantly dying and being reborn as Theos. And I'm constantly dying and being reborn as people that I don't know, different people. And so they're like, you could have been a follower of Theos in several of your past lives.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
Thanks, Albran, Abe. Go, Albran. You got this.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
Yes, you're very grumpy, thanks.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain.
Oh.
He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
All right, enjoy your lurking, Albran. Is there another way to get to him? He destroyed the path.
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
Fancy. Bum ba dum ba 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 bum. Bum ba dum ba dum ba ba dum ba dum ba da ba da bum. What do you mean, with the help of the gods?
The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow.
Fancy.
The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
What is this court?
No more than a ruin now.
Uh-huh.
It is older than we.
Uh-huh.
A place for the trial of heretics.
Oh, good. More heresy.
We were not here to witness it. But at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below.
And dead? Or are they still alive down there?
The fall killed them, of course.
Oh.
The prison was not for people, but for their souls.
Oh.
And their sentences were eternal.
Oh.
It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
Man, these are mean gods. They're like, believe in us or we'll kill you, send your soul to hell, but if you decide to believe in us and serve us forever, you can get out of there. Awesome. How would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
Who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake, the feeling is shared.
How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
Choose a place to pray where you will be closest to those you want to hear you. I am a paladin. I don't know who my god is, though. Okay, bye.
What do you wish to know?
I think we're
Before
good.
you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I wish to undo the harm he's caused.
You would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
Well, crap. But perhaps there are strides you can make.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer to yours.
Leveled up. More 3,000 XP there. Grieving Mother. With the level up. Wearing her helmet and carrying her gun. Awesome. Tactical Meld. Plus 20 accuracy when attacking the same target enemy as the target for 33 seconds. That's a long time in these battles, man. I don't know. Sure. Enjoy tactical mode. Greater focus. Excellent max focus is good too. Still not super up on what she's all about. New quest, Council of Stars. Pray to the gods in Ter Everon. Okie doke. Also, travel to Burial Isle. We need something. Yeah, we need a extra damage reduction for our fox. So we're going to go resilient because it always dies. It's like always the first thing to die. It just doesn't have a lot of HP. Some extra resiliency sounds like a good thing. Nice job, Phil. I mean, you eat the child every day, Phil. All right, let's go do some praying then. I don't know. Again, I'm a paladin. I'm just not sure who I'm supposed to pray to, who my god is. Are these spiky things the gods? There's some books in here. The Queen That Was, and Still Is, The Midwife's Memoirs, excerpts from the Sermon of Struggle, Daily Affirmations of Focus and Efficiency, Book of the Hunt. I don't know. Again, I don't want to steal books from this place. Final Journey of Jonas, Missives of the Hand Occult, Many Faces of Barath. The Enigmatic God of Cold. Luminescent Adra Shard. Again, I don't want to steal these things. I'm not really interested in doing that. Shattered and charred stone blocks the passage into the Sun of Shadow. Right, so that's where Theos went. Nothing's labeled in here. It's like, pray to the gods. Oh, good. What's the breakthrough with your build order, Phil? Again, 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the timing hit. What does it say in the journal here? Pray to the gods in Ter Everon. How do I pray? Console commands. /pray. Let's see. Punch, punch. Spider, trap.
You can trust me.
Durance. You can pray to your god. She probably likes you. Okay, we're looking it up. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Pray to the gods at Ter Everon. Oh, so you do have to pick up the luminescent Adra shard and activate the central crystal. Okay, so I am supposed to loot this place. Directly build 2 depots into 3 racks. Another depot going something into factory. Skip the tank for reactor, starport, medevac. Okay. I mean, hey, if you can get that all that done in, you know, be across the map at 3:30, it works. Okay, so we pick up. And then we do this. Okay. Sure. I didn't want to steal from this place, but apparently that's what you're supposed to do.
I've never seen anything like this. Almost beats the Southern Lights.
So we have different constellations on the ground representing the different gods. God of death, god of hammers, god of foxes. I'll go do the god of hammers praying. We'll send the fox to go hang out with the god of foxes real fast. Yeah, where's the god of bread? Great question.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
You go on the god of death.
What?
This kind of looks like fire. No, that's fire.
You can trust me.
Heck yeah.
Following your lead.
Kana likes wisdom. So maybe he's
Right
like
away.
the eyeball.
Ready, Watcher.
Kind of looks like a crossbow, so you get to crossbow. And then my
I'm ready.
paladin is all about
Ah.
the wind. We win! We did it! I think. Activate shrines. How do we... How do we activate them? Apparently standing on them doesn't... Oh, here we go. These are interactable. These 4... 1, 2, 3, and 4 are interactable. Oh, before this shrine sits the constellation of a snarling hound. Fangs bared. Sure, we'll pray to Galawain. You kneel before the shrine and prepare to recite the ritual words. All things can be reforged. There is life in death and death in life. Survival begins with strength from within. Live every note of life's song. Struggle is our fundamental nature. I sing of the ocean's sorrow. Is this a quiz about the different gods out here? Apparently, yes. The air around you stirs and a gust of warm wind blows across the back of your neck. You catch the faintest smell of wet earth. As you kneel in front of the shrine, you feel yourself pushed forward. You catch yourself on your hands and knees, feeling warm, damp ground beneath them. Looking around, you find yourself crouched in a clearing in the middle of the woods. The smell of dirt hangs heavy in the air. Behind you is a darkened room filled with candlelit shrines. Ahead, you hear the howl of some kind of hound. You feel certain this is a vision, but the hairs on the nape of your neck still rise. Howl back. The beast bays in response, its voice high and clear. The thick undergrowth shivers with movement, and heavy paws pound the wet grass. You're not certain if the creature is hunting or leading you, but you instinctively give chase. As you tumble through dew-spackled bushes and clawing brambles, each stride feels longer than the last. You draw lungfuls of crisp, clear air and feel your energy renewed. The rhythm of your stride and the thumping of the beast's paws drive the blood thrumming in your ears. You speed ahead, following the hound's cries, when a split-finger pine crashes to the ground in front of you. A massive bear lunges into the gap and roars. It catches sight of you. You turn and race in the opposite direction, leaping over the fallen tree trunks. Pine cones crunch underfoot. The bear lumbers after you. Its hot breath washes over the back of your neck, filling your nose with a rank odor of slaughter. You see a clearing just past a thicket of broadleaves and sprint toward it. As you break through the foliage, you see a massive lioness curled up in the clearing in front of you. With a last burst of energy, you divert your momentum and hurl yourself into the bushes. Any second now, you expect to feel the bear fall upon you, but a furious roar on the other side of the clearing draws your attention. The bear has stopped at the tree line. It swipes the empty air with claws large enough to rend armor, but it does not advance. The lioness, for her part, twists her body into a tight coil. She growls, her ears pressed against her head, but she makes no move to attack the intruder. Sagani murmurs to you under her breath, "At this point, I've hunted all over the world, and I've never seen predators like these." You back deeper into the foliage, keeping your eyes on the two mighty predators. As you crawl backward, the heel of your hand brushes something furred. A warm sigh grazes your cheek. You freeze in place, slowly turning your head to see what waits behind you. Two amber eyes shine in the darkness. "Perhaps we ought to take our chances with the bear," says Kana. The eyes meet your gaze briefly, then turn to the standoff in the clearing. The hound behind you yawns, fangs flashing. Gallowayne says, "Blood must feed the maw, Watcher. See that a true champion reigns." Oh. When you turn back, the lion and the bear have disappeared. In their place is a stone wolf's maw, gaping wide enough to swallow you whole. Beyond it is the outline of a temple, towering but indistinct. I think we won? Travel to the stone maw in Gallowayne's vision. Okie doke. How about this god? Pray to Rimgand. What does Rimgand want? All life ends in stillness. You feel a sudden gust of cold air as if the shrine were bursting into wintry life. The frigid wind cuts through you like a sharpened blade, and darkness encroaches upon the edges of your sight. You kneel and close your eyes. As you pray, the blackness fades to white, and a howling wind fills your ears. The vision that slowly resolves itself is a broad, frozen plain. You see a procession of elves in the distance, periodically fading into and emerging from the whiteness. They trudge over snowbanks, their heads down against the driving winds. "I know this place. This is the white that wins," says Sagani. As they trek past you, one man bundled in furs turns his head. "You headed for Noonfrost and the Frost-hewn Breach, too?" Before you can answer, he's lumbered ahead. You follow the caravan, and in a couple of minutes you come to a wall of ice. Remember when I said at the start of the stream, we're not getting any snow in this game? Here's some snow we're hallucinating. It disappears into the pale emptiness overhead and stretches as far as you can see in either direction. The elves stop in front of a mirror-smooth section that's framed like a temple door. It seems somehow thinner than the rest of the wall. You can't see what's on the other side, but a debilitating cold emanates from within. The elves pull pickaxes and shovels from their sealskin packs and begin hacking at the smooth ice, their implements flying through the air in swift, shining arcs. Though they throw their bodies into their labor, not one of them so much as scratches the polished ice. Yet with each blow, something bellows in the distance. Whatever that is, it's huge and angry. Sagani squints into the whiteout. And it's coming our way. Pelagina's head whips around to see where the bellowing is coming from. "Forget about the elves. We need to be ready to move." She turns again to face you, flexing her hands in the cold air. "Or fight." The elves hack away, seemingly oblivious to the furious lowing, and to the tremors under your feet. The snow has risen to your knees. Your legs feel frozen in the drifts. Wait. You watch as the elves continue to work at the ice. They pay no heed to the rumbling roar or the numbing wind. Their movements, however, gradually slow. They labor at the ice with arduously sluggish movements until they finally freeze in place, some mid-swing and others preparing for the next blow. You touch the elf nearest to you, and he crumbles into a mound of snow. A final gale blows past, scattering the remains of the elves in a chaotic flurry. You notice a single spider web crack in the smooth barrier. It's the only thing that mars the perfect surface of the ice. Whatever's on the other side of the strange doorway, you feel it tugging at you. Only when you look back and see the parallel gashes trailing behind your legs in the snow, Do you realize how strong its pull is?
My end comes to all things in time. Seal the frost-hewn breach and instruct the pilgrims in the patience of Remergond.
Seal the frost-hewn breach. Snow or finger? I feel like finger's a temporary fix, but also I'm not sure snow counts as a fix at all. I don't know. Interesting. I don't know. Let's go snow. You fill your hand with snow and shove it into the crack. It hardens instantly, and a hoary rime grows over the smooth surface of the frozen doorway, fusing it with the rest of the wall. Hooray! I did it! When you take your hand away, a perfect crystal of ice remains in your palm. As you examine the crystal, the vision around you fades, but the unmelting shard of ice remains in your hand. I feel like maybe this is not really a choice, and whatever you do, you get the same option, or the same result. Entirely possible. Who next? In the glittering stars of the nearby constellation, you see the grim shape of a skull. Its jaws are open wide, as if frozen in a silent scream. Pray to Barath. What does Barath want? There's life and death. Yeah, okay, got it. And death in life. There is a rippling shift in the air around you, as if some unfelt wind has changed, bringing unexpected warmth. You feel the particular weight of an unseen presence and of eyes upon you. You kneel and pray to Barath. Even while your eyes are closed, you see a road that seems to stretch on forever. The stars wheel overhead, and a clockwork rotation of constellations disappearing over the horizon to your left, only to rise on your right. You try to make out the details on either side of the road, but your eyes can't seem to focus. One moment you think you see a meadow blanketed with mist and another sheer canyon walls. For just an instant, you see even waves lapping at the edge of the road. Were you to step into the shifting landscape, you feel certain you would only end up back on the road. You know this is a vision, but the packed dirt feels firm under your feet, and the night air cool on your face. You are walking, your feet seem to carry you forward of their own accord. Something looms ahead of you. As you get closer, you see two stone figures that look strangely familiar. Our old friends, life and death and life. We're in the realm of the twin god, and here are its two aspects. You remember the door to Kleben Lalag and the two figures carved into the mountains next to it. One looks vaguely male and the other vaguely female. Only a thin layer of flesh covers their skeleton bodies, which twists to face the doorway between them. The doorway, however, is not what you saw in the ruins. It's a skull, gaping and jawless, and as you look on, its open mouth seems to grow. The arms of the two stone sculptures are swept toward the mouth, inviting you in. Let's go in. The road continues through the maw to another shifting landscape, surrounded by stars. As you pass through it, you see an identical doorway in the distance. A dwarven man stands near it, unmoving. You turn and look behind you, only to see the skull gate you just passed facing you. An elven woman waits in the road. Like the dwarf, she stands still. So, you pass through it, see another identical doorway in the distance. There's a dude there. But if you look behind you, you see the skull gate you just passed facing you. I don't think this matters. You continue down the road toward the dwarven man. He looks up as you approach, but you can't tell if he's looking at you or through you. His face is smooth but flaccid, as if the flesh has detached from the muscles underneath. As you look on, his face begins to change. Wrinkles crack at the corners of his eyes. His mouth sinks, carving deep lines from his nose to the corners of his lips. His jowls sag, and the loose flesh hangs like dough. He raises his cupped hands. They're covered in blood. He lifts them to his face and smears himself from his newly creased forehead to the wattles of his neck. As he massages the dark, sticky fluid into his skin, the fresh wrinkles disappear. The hanging folds recede, and his flesh tightens as if readhering to his skull. He lifts his head, and this time you know he's looking at you. His renewed face looks like a mask, artificially smooth and still. Behind it, his black eyes are two hungry pits, yawning like the empty mouths of skulls. Come, make your sacrifice to the ethic null. His body blocks the path. He extends a bloody hand towards you. Okay, take his hand. You grab his hand, but his skin gives too easily under your grip, and as you try to pull away, you hear a noise like dried canvas tearing. His skin splits, following a long seam that begins at his arm and stretches the length of his body. Blood gushes forth in such quantities you can't imagine there was ever anything else in him. Sure enough, as the dwarf empties of blood, he collapses like a desiccated husk. The blood in the path gleams with 1,000 souls' worth of essence. The essence evaporates, trailing, shining filaments into the night sky. Only now that he is dead can you continue onward. The blood pools around your feet, and you look up and see the elven woman waiting further down the road. You start toward her. There's something unnatural about the way she stands. She's too still. When you get closer, you see that her legs taper into a slender trunk, and in place of her feet are gnarled, twisting roots. She lifts her face to an invisible sun. Her long golden hair is the color of autumn leaves, and as you look more closely, you realize that her head is actually covered with tendrils and vines sprouting brilliant yellow leaves. Each glimmers with the essence of an entire soul. She gives you a beatific smile. As you look on, the leaves slowly fall from her head and settle at her roots. They melt into the path beneath her, and almost immediately new leaves sprout up in the place of the old. She reaches toward you, still smiling as roots spring from her fingertips. Her outstretched arms bar the path. Come, graft your soul to the golden grove. Okay. Her roots twine around your fingers, and as they do, they go rigid and cold. Her outstretched arm petrifies, and a rough stone bark overtakes her flesh. She can only look on in horror. You break away from her brittle grasp. Her feet are rooted in place, but she twists and writhes as if trying to flee her own dying limb. The petrification reaches her shoulder and spreads down her body, freezing it in a painful arc. It creeps up her neck, and she throws her face skyward like a drowning swimmer. The grayness covers her face, freezing her gasp in stone. Now that she is still and lifeless, you continue past her. Only the golden leaves of her head remain untouched, and as you watch, they fall one by one to the path below. They shrivel as the shimmering essence fades from them. A voice echoes along the road, barely more than a whisper on the breeze. Return them to the wheel. You lift your gaze and see the skull gate ahead of you on the path. The candles of Ter Everon wink through the open mouth. Sheesh. They are so chatty in this mission. Next. Who's next? Hyleia. Hyleia says, live every note of life's song. Your words seem to ring in the air, your voice rendered melodic and lilting by some unseen art. You shut your eyes to pray. As you wait in darkness, the world around you changes. You feel sunlight, bright and warm on your face. A light breeze carries music to your ears. As vivid as these sensations feel, you somehow know they're not real. You look around and find yourself standing in an open-air temple built on a mountain summit. It's filled with elves, orlins, and assorted other kith. Ringing the entire scene is a fringe of trees, their verdant branches filled with birds of all different colors, shapes, and sizes. Pelagina takes it all in with squinting eyes and a wry smile. And I'm supposed to feel at home here? Really? Everyone is singularly absorbed in a particular pursuit. An Orlin sits with a canvas, a paintbrush in his hand, and jars of green, blue, and yellow pigments at his feet. An elf and an Awa stand to the side. They're locked in conversation, their expressions dancing with delight. Still others scribble stanzas of poetry or crude sketches on sheafs of paper, losing themselves in the delicate minutiae of lines and syllables. You feel the breeze again, and 2 elves basking in the sunlight shiver. Look at this place. All these people coming together to share their creations and... Kana frowns. What on earth is that painting supposed to be? The largest group gathers in the middle of the temple. They sing a lush, chaotic harmony composed of several complementary melodies. Others drift towards the singers in ones and twos, as if buffeted by a gust of wind or a phrase of the song. A ripple passes through the trees. You think it's the wind, but the chirping changes to screeching. Hundreds of birds take to the skies, all headed in one direction. Away. Sagani raises her bow. Something must be coming. The devotees glance at the trees, just barely distracted from the activities, but the wind picks up, scattering their pages of poetry and art and ripping the songs from their lips. They look skyward, and they follow you follow their gaze. Dark shape blots out the sun. You can't tell what it is, but as it unfolds and expands, it seems to fill the sky. The wind roars over the summit. Pelagina says, seldom a good sign. Before you can flee, a shadow falls over the temple. It begins as a stain in the corner and spreads, blotting out the flagstones. It reaches the nearest kith, a black-furred Orlin. The darkness swallows her, leaving only a puff of smoke in her place. The 2 elves that you saw earlier, a man and a woman, flee. You get a brief image of them huddled in the shadow of a mountain. They seem to see you too, and they reach out, calling silently after you. The others, however, seem frozen. As the shadow advances, they likewise vanish one by one. The driving gale scatters their ashes and the charred remains of their creations. Grieving mother holds her head. Songs of joy turns to screams of agony. What purpose, what lesson could possibly lie behind such destruction? Ailea, you look up at the source of the shadow, but the eclipsed sun forms a blinding corona around the thing. You can't make out any details. You can, however, feel heat. Restore my temple. You look down and find yourself standing next to Hylea's shrine in Ter Evron. Your pulse still races, and your skin is damp with sweat from your strange encounter. Okay, so we've got 4 quests to gain the assistance of the gods. Yeah, here we go. The gods want something from me as well. Galawain showed me a battle between a great lion and a mighty bear. Rimgard saw a procession of pale elves perish before a wall of ice. Barath gave me a vision of a dwarf and an elf on an eerie road. They both died. Helia revealed a mountaintop temple beset by a terrible menace. So I think these are the individual quests. Yeah. So in the goddess's vision, I saw her followers terrorized and struck down by a terrible menace. Presumably, removing that threat will earn me her favor. Okay. Quests are done. Well, quests are achieved. They're not complete yet. Thanks. I think the praying went well.
What do you wish to know?
You mentioned that some people come to the Elms without knowing why. A soul has a will all its own. Its needs and whims are seldom understood, but they follow them all the same.
There's something about this place that reaches beyond our understanding. Something like a beacon. The Elms have a way of uniting souls that have been seeking one another, with or without their owner's awareness.
Well, okay.
Sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace. Often it is for no reason we will ever know. In your case, let us hope it is for peace.
Or vengeance.
Or vengeance.
Until we meet again, old one.
There's blood sands over here. Hall of Warriors. The Golden Grove. What level are we, anyway? 10. Okay, so we're 10th level.
Right.
I guess we're gonna explore, try to find some more quests up here. I mean, it's a new zone. It's got to have quests for us to do. Generally, how that works. Or, you know, some kind of a crazy fight. Hey, it's a keeper. The Ethic Knoll welcome your presence, supplicants. A dwarven man stands motionless near the roaring fire that lights the cavern. Your sacrifice feeds the land, supplicants. Come forth. A gust of smoke curls around him, licking the charred flesh that bulges on his forearms. They suddenly flex. Estramor, the dwarf, holds his fists in a tight grip. Your kin doesn't come here to share with the tribes. What do you want? What is this place? Blood Sands. A dwarf picks his sacred forearm. His guttural sigh mingles with the crackling of wood and bones behind him. As I said, Estramoran rarely visits our halls. The Glanfathans call this place Blood Sands. We call it home. The Ethic Knoll have tended the land from within this cave since before the arrival of the tribes to Twin Elms. Be warned, Estramor. We bleed life to nurture it. Our sacrifices may strike you as savage, but the health of these lands depends on them. And it's unseemly for guests to insult their hosts. Tell me about the sacrifices. Garros spreads his stocky legs apart and locks his forearms. Everything must die to return anew, Estramor. Through the sacrificial rites, we offer supplicants the honor of giving their most precious gift back to their brethren, back to the land. The dwarf lifts his fist, thick and mottled by red scars. The blood gives us strength. Even the Glanfathans have come to depend on our blood paint. They brim with power before battle, all thanks to the sacrifices of their kin. Tell me about the Ethic Knoll. Our order has thrived for generations. To everything that must end, our sacrifices bring a new beginning. We sustain what's to come. Remember, Estramor, you are a guest in these halls. Respect our ways, and we'll tolerate your presence among us. Essence taken by force may sustain one, but essence given freely empowers many. Right. That's interesting. So basically, they show up here and sacrifice their own lives to empower everybody else to win battles. And that guy's like, that's no different than me going to battle and dying. It's a fair point, honestly. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Are there spiders in here? Bugs? Feels like a quest that I'm not supposed to be doing yet. Whoa. Whoa. We found where they do the thing.
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
Nice, Psychonauts. Good luck, man. You're making good progress. Yeah, that last one is... That's a good one. Yes, says Archdruid Reston. The elf's voice is high but even. The dwarf grips a hatchet with both hands and raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon into the elf's chest, connecting with a meaty thump. Blood gushes around the blade, and the sacrifice's screams rend the air. Yeah, understood, Psychonauts. I hear ya. Auroch's shadow, says Sagani. She looks over her shoulder at Kana. I hope you weren't watching. Archduke Reston says, despite his earlier agreement, the elf thrashes atop the stone table, his torso arching while his arms and legs remain tied in place. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide to allow blood to spatter his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls his hatchet from the body and wipes it on his hem. Kana makes a disgusted noise and turns away. I think I preferred these rites when they were only words on a page. Why did I look? It's not as if I didn't expect it. Kana's bummed. Again? I feel like this is some kind of quest you're supposed to do later. But they're letting you come here early because... Because you can. What's over here? Oh, more stuff. The bravest sons and daughters fall not by the swords of Estraman, but by the daggers of their brethren. Okay. So some crazy sacrificial rituals are going on here. But I guess it works? What else is in here other than crazy sacrificial stuff going on? Ooh, a new keeper. Hello.
Many blessings, traveler.
The elderly dwarf blinks at you, not quite looking at you. Her eyes are pale and clouded with cataracts. Welcome to Blood Sands. It is rare that an Estermore sets foot upon these caverns. Her sightless eyes fix on you as she tilts her head. What brings you here, I wonder? What do you do here? I sell and maintain certain goods for the preservation of our order, and I perform some of our ritual sacrifices. How do these sacrifices work? Blah, blah, blah. Someone dies, and then you win. Tell me about the Blood Sands. This is the raw, bloody heart of Glanfath, where some come to give their essence back to their people, where others seek a noble escape from their trials. The legacy of the builders to the tribes was not merely Adra and stone, but a sense of community, and it is here that the Glanfathans come to sacrifice what is most precious, even their own lives, to preserve it. What you got for sale, lady? Cool stuff. War paint gives you plus 15 accuracy, 10% damage, and 20% maximum endurance for 20 seconds. Holy smokes. Yeah, so this is the stuff they end up with. After the sacrifice of their people. That's kind of cool. We'll buy some of these. I don't see why not. We'll use them if we need them later. No problem, top shelf. I don't know where YH is. He usually shows up at some point on these streams, but not today. Not yet, anyway. Can't tell if there's stuff up there or not. Let's see. Is this a Diablo clone? Ooh. I mean... Not really. I don't know, man. It's an RPG. Like, insofar as RPG is a unique concept, right? The gift of sacrifice transmutes blood. And it waters the soil of Glanfamanth. I mean, from what the Diablo that I've played, visually it looks like the first Diablo with updated graphics. It's like the isometric style, the graphical style. It plays differently. But I can definitely see similarities visually. But I mean, there are 800 isometric RPGs you can play. I'm not sure that Diablo invented the concept. Alright, let's go. Again, is this just flavor text? 2's really fun. Top shelf. I've got a playthrough of it on Falcon Paladin Plays, obviously. Got a normal run and a hell run out there. It's good. I don't know. I prefer my games to have a little bit better story. I'm really enjoying the story in this game. Diablo's a little bit thin on that. But I mean, you know, intentionally so. They weren't trying to write an amazing story for it. It's like, demons exist. Take them out. Couldn't get past the first stage of Diablo 1's throughout the whole series. Well, that's fair enough. You can do what you want. Whoa, wait. Oh, yeah. Sure, let's go in. Yeah, one's, again, pretty simple. Like, some crazy portal to hell opens up underneath your town, so it's like, I guess we'll go check it out. And then you go in there, and you deal with the evil. You kill stuff, you go down. You kill stuff, you go down. It is extremely straightforward. Challenging, certainly. I mean, these games are always harder at start than they get later as you get better abilities and more weapons and stuff. It's more of a challenge early and gets easier as it goes on. Battle system is click on the enemies and kill them. The hearth still smells of freshly cooked game. Grease spatters the blackened bricks.
Tread carefully, Estremor.
Hey, it's a guy. The grizzled old elf, his hair braided and dyed, stands at one end of the hall. His arms and chest are cross-hatched with the pale seams of scars. His crooked smile looks like another. Everything just killed me. I don't know. I don't remember being that hard for me starting out. I can't remember if there are different classes in Diablo 1. I just did warrior. It's not many Estremen who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethel must be feeling especially soft today. Had to be some skill. I mean, basically, click on stuff to kill it. If it starts killing you, run away. Come to hear your future at Ter Evron. His smile widens, exposing a row of yellowed, crooked teeth. Or to make your own blood sands. Tell me about the three-tusked Stelgar, the boldest and fiercest of the 6 great tribes of Erglenfath. It was we who first defended against the Estremoran who came to our shores 200 years ago. We have always been the border tribe. It has always fallen to us to hold the line against outsiders and invaders. Something else? What do you do here? As Ananfath of Three-Tusked Stelgar, I guide our tribe in all matters. I am in Twin Elms to confer with some of other Ananfath about the Onothen, your Hollowborn. We only have such births here on occasion, but it has made us more vigilant about our neighbors. There are some of us who believe your Onothen to be a punishment for the defilement of the builder's sites. Others say it's a plague carried by the Estremoran. A plague of the soul? An interesting concept, but it hasn't spread beyond the boundaries of the Deerwood. You don't seem fond of us. I fought in the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. I saw my brethren cut down defending the place of the builders, and I shed blood alongside Galvin Regd himself. Now the Estremorans seem to think that they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites, or worse, they will find sanctuary in our lands. And I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Glanfathan soil. They're desperate. The best of them want to find a cure. The worst are looking for an excuse to plunder. And this worries you? I've seen too many wars for this not to worry me. In my 250 years, I've led my people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact, and largely through the reputation of Three-Tusked Stelgar. I've sired a dozen children, but none have been deemed fit to take my place. I care nothing for the legacies that obsess the Estremoran lords, but it's important that my successor continue this path. Is your role hereditary? Not entirely. We believe that the souls of our ancestors come back to us, that a strong soul may bear many more, but all souls must be tested by our elders. The Real looked first among my children for a successor, but their souls were weak. Ordinarily, they would turn to others in my tribe, to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily, he levels his gaze. But we share a tradition of fostering the children of other tribes, and the Anamfath, a fisher crane, have trusted his youngest to my care. He grimaces, and none of my own blood are fit to take my place. The roe will look next to this bog child, the kin of another Anamfath, and my foster daughter to take my place. Bog child? His shoulders stiffen. I have nothing but respect for the fisher crane, but their ways are not ours. You have a slur for them, buddy. The Orlans of fisher crane have lived in the Thine Bog for thousands of years. They are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamplands to hide their movements. He crosses his arms, but this will not deter the Estimorman on open ground. I think you underestimate what a few stealthy archers can do. Our savagery has deterred the Estimorman from further encroachment. They still tell our deeds in Brokenstone War. But if a child of fisher crane leads our tribe, we will lose that boldness, and the Estimoran will lose their fear of us. The child will be influenced by the souls of her ancestors. In times of crisis, she will look to her kin in Thynebog for guidance. No matter what I might try to teach her, it will not be enough. But there is a way you could help. Few have the stomach for it, but I think you have the perspective to see why certain unpleasantness may be necessary. This Orlan girl has the soul of a leader. If it were passed to one of my own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. Stelgar at Samak's side scratches its massive head on the Anamfath's leg. He remains steady on his feet. The druids of Blood Sands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for Three-Tusk Stelgar. So we can take the soul from someone and put it in somebody else? Sagani scrapes around inside her ear with a pinky finger. I'm just a simple hunter from the tundra, so you'll have to slow down. You want us to do what? He gives you a key. There's a house in Southeast Hearthsong next to the river. The child will be asleep, and I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. You have this all set up before I met you? You're just, like, waiting for someone to wander by? Take her and bring her into a Keeper Woodra in Bloodset. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with the liquid essence, bring it back to me. Holy dang. I don't know why you need me to do this. Have you seen the rituals of Blood Sands? She will sacrifice her. It's the only way to distill her essence. Right. Of course it is. Kana lowers his voice. Balkan, this man is clearly not well. The Orlan child? Ugh. I should kill you for this. Well, that's one way to approach this problem. How can you possibly expect to get away with this? Few know the girl is here, and one Orlan babe will look much the same as the next. But let me worry about this. No, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I'm going to say no. Screw you, guy. I do not relish the deed, but 2 centuries of leadership have taught me that all things bear a cost. Consider it well, Estremor. I'm not above rewarding those who are of service. Okay, bye. I said I'm not going... Did I say I'm not going to do it? Or did I say I'm going to do it? What? Hello? You want to fight us? That's a fighting stance. Lyris, a young man approaches you with a swift and purposeful stride. While you've never met him before, he has the same stern, wild look as Seamok. He doesn't speak until he's right next to you, and when he does, his voice is quiet. Wait, I saw you speaking with my father. What's this about? He asked you to sacrifice Vela, hasn't he? Maybe he's right about 3 tusks Stelgar growing weak, but if this is the price of strength, it isn't worth it. The tribe has survived this long because we've stuck together. He and I are of a mind. The tribe that turns on itself does its enemies' work for them. Kana gives you a sidelong glance. There is no sense in this. I would never hurt the child. You did not seem like one who would, says Lyris. But my father will find someone who will. He doesn't give up on an idea easily, but there may be a way to stop him. There's an herbalist among the Ovates of the Golden Grove. Bledda, that's her name. They all gather southeast of here by the river. She could brew a poison. Simic wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. There's a family resemblance. Like, you just... What? You want me to murder your father? No, but it's better than allowing him to murder this child. Let me guess. If Seamok dies, you're next in line. It's not like that. The Rao have already determined that my soul isn't strong enough. Whoever follows my father, it won't be me. Why not just return this child to its birth parents? It's complicated. A child sent to be fostered by another tribe isn't allowed to return. Unfortunately, explaining that we're shielding her from my father would make matters much worse for both tribes. There's an easier way to kill him, you know. His warriors would surround you in no time. Besides, it's simplest if this happens quietly. I'll think about it. I hope you don't have to think too hard about it. I'm warning you now, Estremor. Don't go anywhere near Vela. I'm my father's son in one regard, anyway. Like, they're right. If I don't kill this kid, he's going to find someone else to do it. I walked into the room and he was like, hey man, go kill this kid for me. We didn't even get to know each other at all. There wasn't even any conversation. He was like, yep. Murder a child. So the next person that walks in is going to be like, hey, murder this child for me. So stopping him through murder is an idea. Certainly the case. What's the Golden Grove? We'll check this out. Golden Grove, we're going to the Golden Grove. Hello? There we go. There's a guard up there. This guy has a name.
Traveler.
Hail to you. May your time in the Golden Grove be enriching. If you're in need of services, speak with Bledda. She will see to your concerns. What is it? We're naturalists, philosophers, herbalists, and teachers. The Ovates of the Golden Grove know the true wisdom, and it comes from the study of the natural order. We endeavor to teach others to explore the world for themselves. Oakley dokley. Okay, I'm going to step away for a second. We'll go in. We'll see what's going on in here. I'll be right back. Kind of assumed there was a way to get in here. Is everyone just hanging out outside? This is the Golden Grove. Oh, wait. Here we go. There's some dudes we can talk to. Oh, there's stairs. Oh, there's Bleda. How's it going?
Estromor.
The elf. She just goes Estromor, which basically means outsider. The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe, the sweet smoke wafting from the bowl. Is it wafting or wafting? I'm pretty sure it's a wafting. Makes you dizzy. Welcome, Estromor. I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels or something to make them more interesting? When she grins, you see her teeth and gums are stained brown. Can I see your stocks? More war paint. Ooh, a tiny... Oh, it's a pet. We found a new pet. A tiny sporling. Oh, we should use that here. Rather than dog. Pet Rose getting pretty big. Tiny sporling. Tell us about your poisons. I only deal in tonics that heal and enlighten. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful when taken in great quantities, but that's just Werther's way of keeping all things in balance. Really? What kind of substances? She leans against the winding tree trunk and ticks the items off her fingers. Oh, there's plenty. Concentrated caragolin, undistilled spider venom, rotten blood moss extract, cave coral mixed with skein bone. Just give me the cave coral. Why on earth would you want something like that? I just thought to experiment with it and see what happens. An herbalist yourself, are you? Here, take this. This should keep you busy for a while. Only use a little at a time and see that it doesn't get misplaced. Half that dose would kill an Oma. Slowly perhaps, but surely. Cool. So I have poison now. Trick Simon into drinking the poison. I guess we do it. I don't know how we're going to do it. But he is too dangerous to be left alive. Does the tiny sporling make noise as it runs? Oh, it does. I don't know if that's okay. But I guess if it makes us seem like we belong in here, that's a good thing. Probably. Hey, bud. I got some poison for you. Here's the potion you asked for. Lyris asked me to... Ooh. Ooh! Will this make him like Lyris? He's like, Lyris actually has a backbone. Maybe the tribe's okay in his hands.
Adjutant online.
What's up, Emilio?
Good morning, Captain. Our long voyage from Earth is over, and we are holding a stationary position near the borders of Dominion space.
Anyway, thanks for the subscription. I don't know, man. Lyris. Did he ask for a potion? I'm saving. I don't remember him asking me for a potion. What's up, Sporling? He looks over the vial. Something's wrong. What are you trying to give me? No resolve, no intellect. This is distilled essence, really? What? I think we missed something in this quest. It's poison. And then we fight. I mean...
Yes?
Sort it up, big man.
Yeah.
Tank it.
I'm ready.
Tank it. No one else can tank in this whole stupid group.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Pain block.
Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
Huh?
This is getting a little bit insane. It's fine. Kana's getting his teeth kicked in, as expected. Samak has no health left, but he seems to be still standing, which is awesome. Okay, little mind control action. Never hurt anyone.
Indeed.
What?
His health is back. How did that happen exactly?
Sister
Kana is down. I repeat, Kana is down.
What?
Man, he has so many spells. It's kind of insane how many spells he has.
I'm ready.
What?
Aw, Hunter's dead too. That sucks.
Yeah.
That is really funny. You can just be like, I just handed you poison. And he's like, what? Whatever that was. This is why we saved. Yeah, they sure did. But, you know, quick saved. We're doing great. Whew. Oh, wow. Okay, so that doesn't work. Like, here's what I don't get, right? Okay, fine. Lyris asked me to kill you. I almost wish you spoke true. Lyris doesn't have the ferocity to plot something like that. If he did, I would not lack a proper heir now. Well, see? There we go. He doesn't believe... I knew that... I knew that would kind of work, but, like... It didn't work. Okay, man, no talking to this guy. He will just kill you if you talk to him. I'm just gonna leave it, I guess. There's nothing I can do here. I mean, I could kill the kid. But that seems like that would make Lyris real mad at me.
I've traveled thousands of miles on Valian trading ships, but never seen the shores of Nasitak. How did you find your way on your own, Sagani?
Well, it has taken 5...
What's up, Anson? Happy Monday. How's it going? I'm trying to do some quests here in Twin Elms, but kind of struggling a little bit with that last one. Let's go to Old Song. Yeah, I just don't understand when there's like a lore check or like a resolve check. Is it checking mine or does it take the highest number in the party? Because sometimes I swear someone in the party's got a high enough lore check to do this, but
Ghana,
the game's like,
what
no.
do you know about the legends of Old Valia? I only heard myths in my village and stories at the Brotherhood.
Less than I'd like, and that from old books and the occasional trader. Tales of noble families and famed inventors. The Grand Empire, now fallen. But the myths are beautiful, aren't they? Bold heroes whose descendants dared to cross the Great Eastern long before the Deerwood was a kernel of a thought.
Ah, I wish I could have been alive to see the Empire at its height. But I suppose this new world is now ours to make. The legends ours to write.
Exactly. The legends ours to write.
We can't stay down here. Someone must go to the nest eventually.
Onwin, two wood elves, a man and a woman, wear colorful robes embroidered with matching emblem, a winged egg. Apart from their clothing, they couldn't be more different. She folds her arms and continually scowls at the broken walls around them. He, on the other hand, mutters prayers, his shade-dappled face as tranquil as a cloudless sky.
Just how are we supposed to worship the Sky Mother from among the weeds, This is a disgrace.
Calm yourself. We should be grateful that she protected us from the winged terror. Besides, even here we have a visitor.
We do. I received a vision from Hyleia. She bid me speak with you about the menace that settled over her temple. Oh, well, there you go.
A vision from the goddess
This
herself?
is it.
What a rare and fortunate blessing.
I thought I'd have to go look for it, but the game's like, nah, it's just here in Twin Elms. Oh, I was going to have to, like, travel the whole world for this. Again, Diving Helmet Falcon is very funny. Ansem, 5-stream streak. Let's go, Ansem. Rock on, dude. Rock on. Your vision did reveal that the menace is a dragon, yes? To be honest, I expected the Sky Mother would summon a whole flock of warriors to fight this monster. There are 6 of us. I fear so few will be like sparrows attacking an eagle. But if Hyleia has tasked you, then who are we to doubt? Onwin is right, however. You must prepare yourself for a powerful and crafty foe. The nest and the dragon are perched atop a mountain beyond the North Weald. Follow this trail into the wilderness, and then look for another path carved into the cliffs. May the Sky Mother's blessings aid you. Okay.
Why, she's the goddess of song, art, the sky, and maternity. She's gentle and brilliant, speaking to her followers in dreams, inspiration, and birdsong. It is said that she wears a cloak adorned with a feather from every bird known to kith or wilder, and that she manifests in the flocks themselves.
That's cool.
Aye, and in the screams of childbearing, which I can assure you is not so beauteous a thing.
This is true, which is why midwives are widely considered clergy of Helia, as are many artists and poets.
Oh.
In any case, those of us who follow her feel closest to her splendor in a place where we might share light, song, and a view of the blessed sky.
So Hyleia in particular is probably pissed off at Theos for creating these Hollowborn if she's like all about childbirth, right? Tell me about the dragon. Onwin opens her mouth, a crooked sneer on her face, but seems to think better of whatever she was about to say. After a pause, she says, "Nothing else. We truly wish we could tell you more, but we, like the rest of Hyleia's faithful, were running for our lives, and we were more fortunate than most."
Huh?
I'm on the trail.
Can you open the door for us?
You hear this, Wag?
Relax, Anuin. I'm sure he meant nothing by it. Forgive my consort. She's been rather excitable of late. This is not, as you seem to recognize, our actual temple. It's merely a shrine we've set up after the business with the dragon.
Language is also sacred to our goddess. So wait, how do we get up there? Do we go through the pass? I guess we go through the pass. I don't think that's what they said, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Well, that takes me to North Weald. Oh, yeah. So North Weald and then to the Temple of Hyleia. Sure! Let's go try to kill a dragon. I'm sure it won't murder us terribly. Isn't there something I picked up that, like, really negates fire damage? Dragon fire damage in particular? I feel like I did pick something up that does that. I don't know if someone's wearing it or what. What's up, Sarv? This is Pillars of Eternity. It's a 2015 RPG made by Obsidian. I feel like I gave somebody... No. Maybe I already sold it. Because there is something here that I picked up at some point that was like, hey, this has really good damage reduction against dragon fire. But then I probably sold it because I was like, that's too specific to be useful. But now I'm like, boy, I kind of wish I had that. All right. See you later, Sarv. Thanks for stopping by. This little sporling keeps making noise. Not a fan, honestly, of the noise. This spear, broken in half, has ornate Glanfathan etchings along the two halves of its shaft. The wet wood shows dents, stained green with moss, probably from impacts against River's rocks. Okay, what's up, boars? How's it going? So somebody died upriver, is what we're learning here. Maybe the boars killed him. This leather pack. Its belongings washed down the current of the river gleams like a wet rock. Yeah, so somebody up here got murked. Maybe by a forest lurker, I don't know.
Let's go.
Settle!
I'm stuck.
Yeah, one forest lurker, not a problem. Is this a new release game? No, this came out in 2015. It's actually a pretty cool story. So Obsidian made other RPGs before, and they wanted to make another RPG back in 2014 or so. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad all of a sudden. And their publisher said, no, we don't want to invest in an RPG. Screw you guys. And so Obsidian said, let's go to Kickstarter, because Kickstarter was huge back then, and say, hey, we're looking for $1.5 million to make a new RPG from Obsidian, this team. And they got $4 million out of the Kickstarter. And that's what this game is.
Let's go.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Navarro beyond sea. This isn't working.
Ah, he's down.
Can't get a good shot at this.
Let's go.
Hate rain blights so much.
Roll out 10.
Get it, dragon. That's cool. Calls down a whole dragon to fight for us. It's probably overkill for 2 remaining water blights, but, you know. Had to try it at some point. Sarv. I mean, Top Shelf talking to Sarv. Searching for the body of whoever. Oh, there it is. We found it. Oh, it's a ghost we can talk to. Fjorm, his name is. Beneath the raging waterfall, the corpse of an elven Glanfathan hunter lies shattered against the rocks. Broken bones protrude through his skin, but you also notice deep parallel cuts in the rotting flesh. The slashes trace almost every part of the body, as if it had been ravaged by a dozen blades. This man probably died before his fall from the cliffs above. You touch the dead elf's forehead, droplets of water glistening down its purple surface, and feel a sudden jolt from the hunter's lingering essence. The world around you fades away. It's time for ghost talking. You're walking among the underbrush without making a sound. Moonlight catches sight of your arms, shining them pale, but you quickly dart again into the shadows of the giant trees of the Northweald. Your blood brother is not so deft as you expected. Look at him, frail, unaware. He doesn't deserve to share the glory of this hunt. It's been countless seasons since a Stalgar like this one, twice the size of its lesser kin, has roamed the forests near Twin Elms. Oh, this guy sucks. Arthwin fell for the trick. You almost feel pity for him, but you've convinced yourself that he'd only get in the way once the killing begins. He'll be safer by the river, expecting that we'll flank the Stalgar when it comes out to drink, but this kill will be only yours. The Stalgar is larger than you imagined. It stands without fear atop the waterfall's ridge, its silhouette cutting a monstrous hole against the mantle of the night sky. A beast of legend, a true hunter. Your hand tightens around the shaft of your father's spear. The weight feels balanced, just right as you prepare to throw. You put everything into it. The spear flies true and hits its mark. The Stalgar didn't even hear a sound. Its blood spills bright on the rocks. Yet it stands unfazed. The beast pounces. Moonlight shines over its great fangs. Your hand draws your blades without a second thought as you lunge forward to meet this monster. It's fast. It's ripping your flesh apart. You stab at the darkness engulfing you. You deep again and again, but there is no slowing its embrace. So, He tried to hunt a giant Stelgar by himself because he wanted all the glory for it. And the Stelgar killed him and dumped his body down the waterfall.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
Cool.
Which is not very quiet.
I was worried he'd get his buddy killed, but that doesn't seem to be what happened.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Like, he was mean about it, but he didn't get his buddy murdered. Which is more than I can say for some of the ghost stories we've heard in this game. Sometimes it's like, and I killed my best friend. Or I was killed by my best friend. And it's like, aw. All the betrayal here. Too much betrayal. Okay, what's this little temple-y thing? Where are we going? Down and around. Okay. Okay, Sporling continues to be annoying. Beagle Dog. Beagle Dog time. The inscription on this altar, almost unreadable under a layer of thick moss, pays homage to Hyleia.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea. Which is not very quiet.
Okay. Up we go. It's a bear. It's a lot of bear, actually. So bears are not a problem. Let me see how. Oh, she can't get a new pet? Aw. That's lame. Does this have multiplayer? I do not believe it does. No. Not that I've been able to see online. Not that people have talked about either. I wanted to get Sagani a new pet, but apparently she just has Fox the whole time. Not an Adrigan. Kill it. Alright, Adrigan down. Easier to handle now. Durance got paralyzed and murdered, so that was cool.
I wish you had.
Oh, there's another Adrigan here. That's the problem.
Let's go.
Again, Durance down. I keep trying to keep Durance alive, but my gosh, he dies all the time. He got paralyzed in that final battle. Awakened Adra added to the stash. Wait. A vibrantly hued piece of Adra, still humming with energy.
Yeah.
What do we do with Awakened Adra? I don't know. It's probably a recipe for something. The clouds above the cliffs of the Northwald reflect off on the iridescent surface of this pillar of Adra.
I'll take a look.
Pilgrim Shrine or the Nest. The Nest it is. How do we go up to the nest? We want to kill a dragon, sir. Oh.
Right.
Fox is dead, but frozen in place. The nest, it says. There's nothing over there. Is this the dragon? I hope this isn't the dragon. It is not the dragon. Hello. You come upon a clearing and see a group of Glanfathans standing in a circle. Sagani glances from the Adra statuette to the hunters looking for a connection. Meanwhile, the hunters turn and notice you. Their bows are drawn. Oh! Oh! Take it easy. We're just looking for someone.
What business does an Estremor have with the Fangs?
Oh, it's Durance's voice actor. What's up, Durance? They step aside and turn to you, and as they do, you see something on the ground behind them. Lying amidst the ferns is a white stag. Dark blood mars its brilliant coat, and its sides tremble with quick, shallow breaths. You feel a presence in the beast, something ancient and familiar. He's a stag? The guy got reincarnated as a stag. Oh, man. That's interesting. Something thumps to the ground. You look down and see the Adra bear, its bright glow flickering. What does the Adra bear?
Arc's shadow.
Oh, right. Sagani draws up beside you, her eyes fixed on the dying stag. Yeah, so she has a little Adra bear sculpture that belonged to Persok, the guy who died and was reincarnated as something that she's been looking for. And apparently the something she's been looking for is him reincarnated as a stag. Her mind full of pain to have journeyed for so long and found this. One of the hunters takes a step forward and Sagani raises her bow. An arrow knocks. Sagani!
Any closer and you'll bleed out next to him.
Her voice is low and tremulous. They don't know! They don't know it's your buddy that you never met?
I never thought I'd prepared myself to meet a stranger. To share the honor and history of my village with someone who had no knowledge of us. Even someone who'd scorn our way of life.
I'll let her make a decision. She lowers her bow. So I don't think she wants to do it.
I was going to tell him about the years of abundance in Masuk. How his granddaughters have hunted caribou, and his grandsons made our walls strong. But he'll be gone in minutes.
Tell him about his family. Trust your instincts.
He must know that Masuk remembers him.
Okay, your call. She kneels by the fallen stag. Placing her hand on its head, she begins speaking. She tells Persok of prosperous decades, of the grain trade that has sustained them through long winters. She recites the stories told about him and speaks of the new elders who have followed in his footsteps. Psycho Nuts, enjoy hockey practice. Have a good one, man. We got 3,000 experience for that. The stag takes a final shuddering breath and falls still.
If you've finished your chanting, we need to get to work before the meat spoils.
Dude, it's been 10 seconds. Calm down, Durance.
Have you no respect? A great soul inhabited this body.
She takes the lustreless Adra figurine.
And it's gone now. What's left is our kill.
Watch in silence.
Coming from people who revere stones and long-dead Audra.
She slanders the builders.
Ooh, I can do a resolve check. You performed your ritual, Sagani. Let them have theirs.
I see your point.
Oh, good. Whew! Didn't want to fight them. They can have the stag. Man, they are just popping in quests all over the place. Ooh, there's a new quest. Saint Iffin's Knot. A daring burglar, I can never say that word, burglary recently cleaned out the myriad precious relics in the smith's hull of Ermagal. Where each treasure once stood, a string was tied, each leading back to an intricate knot in the center of the temple. The burglar left a tantalizing clue in the form of a written prayer to Saint Iffin, but the riddle has stumped the locals. Despite desperate to recover their artifacts, the priests have reached out to mercenaries and adventurers for help. Oh, there's plenty of hockey fans on this channel, Ansem. A lot of Canadians, and every Canadian's a hockey fan. We'll send the elf. That seems smart. Aloth is assigned. Excellent. This guy is still prestigiously visiting. Good for him. Yeah. And then there's a cave up here. Bye. Didn't want to fight anyone anyway. Definitely not.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
We're missing Imatok. He's right here, but he's frozen because he's dead. He's glitched out. Let's rest, I guess. Dog will come back if we rest. You like to bet the money line on hockey.
Have a moment to talk?
Sure do.
A deer in the middle of Air Glonfoth.
Crazy, huh?
But I'm glad I can bring this success back to Masuk. And perhaps Persak will return to us one day because of it.
I'm certain he will.
To be honest, the biggest relief is knowing that my journey was worthwhile. That finding Persak and carrying our village's story to him will strengthen our community and return his soul to us.
Hooray!
I'm looking forward to being back in Masuk among my family and my people. But more than anything, I'm glad to finally understand the purpose behind these last 5 years. What do you think? Do you feel as though you understand the purpose behind your hunt for Theos?
Dunno, man.
I hope you find your reason, Watcher. And I hope it brings you comfort, whatever it is.
Aw.
Anyway.
Thanks, Sagani.
Theos isn't getting any closer. I suppose we'd best keep after him.
Good stuff, Sagani. Welcome back, Imatok, the fox. You must... He is glitched the heck out. You'll notice he's standing and not on the ground as though he was dead. Okay, time to save and load and hopefully bring back the dog that way. Yeah, I don't know. This game is glitchier than I expected it to be. Even though it is a Kickstarter project, I figured they'd be better. I don't know. Fewer glitches. Fewer glitched out quests. Fewer glitched out foxes.
Yeah.
Okay. Fox is back. Can we do the nest now? I think we couldn't go in because Fox was dead. Oh, yeah, I can do it now. A winding stair hugs the cliffside, providing an impressive view as you work your way higher and higher. Not too far along the path, however, you find your progress interrupted. A large boulder appears to have fallen upon the road from somewhere up above, and now sits squarely in your way. $4 million just doesn't do what it used to do. What did it used to do, Top Shelf? Use the hammer and chisel to clear the way. Chiseling away at the boulder proves a slow and wearying endeavor, especially when several sections of the boulder prove too hard to carve through, forcing your aim elsewhere. After a long while, your efforts pay off, and a section of the boulder splits away. You hear the echoing clatter of the rocks tumbling down the side of the cliff. The sound seems to stir something overhead. A shadow crosses the path, quick as lightning, and vanishes before you can catch a glimpse of what cast it. But you do see the rapidly growing silhouettes of several more rocks flung down at you from above. Oh no. We're gonna get murdered by this dragon. Scrambling to action, the party ducks under a small rocky protrusion along the cliff face, but Durant stumbles and is left just short of shelter. A sudden hailstorm of fist-sized rocks and scattered debris rains down upon him. Oh, the $4 million of the Kickstarter. Right, should have put that together. My bad. I mean, not that it's, I don't know, not 100% glitch-free. I just feel like 1 or 2 glitches is okay, but I'm finding more than I expected, I guess. Battered and bruised, Durance leaps the final distance to safety. After a short while, the thundering rumble of falling stones fades away. Your ordeal past, you continue to climb, and the rest of the journey proceeds without incident. At last, you find yourself at the base of a final twisting set of steps, above which you can see the towering pillars of Hylea's nest. Here we go. Gotta confront the beast, folks. This beast is going to kill us. Are we ready for that? Taxes collected. Dragon. Dragon. Venezuela is a hard word to spell. If I didn't have spell check, I'm not sure how I would do this. The edges of the bones are brittle and blackened.
Nice and slow.
Is there anything sneaky up here? No? Dragon. Can we talk to dragon? We can. Hello, giant dragon walking on 2 legs.
Now the fun begins.
Can we talk to it? As you reach the summit of the mountain, a gust of wind stirs the air. You hear a noise like the snapping of sails, and the sky is briefly blotted out. A dragon lands before you, shaking the ground beneath your feet. It draws itself up to full height and spreads its wings, barring your passage. Its neck, its back, and the ridge of its spine are covered with magnificent plumage. It hisses at you, and while the sound is unlike any language you've ever heard, The beast's meaning is utterly clear.
Vermin invading my nest.
Oh.
Threatening my hatchling.
We can talk to
Shall
it.
feed my young.
Maybe. A small worm crouches in a corner of the temple behind the dragon. Be careful, Watcher. Her mind is on edge, not with hunger, but with fear. There is little more dangerous than a mother defending her offspring. You have young here.
I will protect my last hatchling to the death. And that death will be yours, rodent.
Halea is the goddess of motherhood. Actually. We are but actuallying a dragon.
And of the sky and all winged creatures. Even my kind know of her.
Oh, is that why you came here?
I came to care for my remaining hatchling. My kind requires territory. Few places are safe for our young. This is a lesson that cost me the rest of my brood.
The dragon runs a forked tongue over teeth the size of short swords. A chunk of flesh is lodged between two of its cuspids. That's a fun word to say. Cuspids. Then you should stay. Raising your offspring here would honor Halea.
So be it. Go then, and with my thanks.
I don't know if this is what the goddess wanted from us. Grieving mother turns her eyes towards you, warm and approving. Truly, you are full of surprises and rare insights. Now I have to petition Halea and be like, so you like dragons and mothers, and she's a mother and a dragon. You should let her have your temple until she raises her young. I think that's how this is going to work. Let's see how this works out. There it is. Like, how do you get out of here? Let's see. Let's go back to... Is it Old Song? I think it's Old Song. That's where we want to go in Twin Elms. Venezuela.
I have sailed many places with the Duke's fleet, Skana, but never have I seen the famed coral harbor of Rauatai.
It is worth the journey north, I promise you. Especially now that the Gate of Great Teeth is finished. A labyrinth of towering spires, gleaming red in the sun.
I doubt my duties will ever take me there, but at least your words have given me something to dream of.
Hey, what's up, Megurian Sir? Today, prices of Iran's real estate is down. Intriguing. You think that means we're gonna go invade Iran next? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what our current 79-year-old president nor the people that are in his ear want to do. Okay, so back here. This is going to be interesting. So you sent me to clear out your temple, but I didn't. And here's why. This is going to be great. I'm really excited for this conversation. Let's see. Which one of these is Hylea? This one. I seek an audience with Hylea. Whistle to the bird. You whistle the first tune that pops into your head. The sparrow blinks its beady eyes and hops closer to you along the branch. It bobs its tiny head and opens its beak, and the rich, trilling melody that spills forth is the song of a chorus of birds. A massive flock descends with a thundering of wings and whooping, screeching, chirping calls. They fill the boughs of the tree by the thousands, birds of every shape and size and color nestling next to one another. Pellegrina sighs heavily. To be honest, I really can't stand birds. A breeze ripples through the air. The limbs sway, creaking with a strange, gentle rhythm. A few hundred of the birds flit from their branches, forming a brilliantly variegated flock in front of the tree. As they meet and swoop in unison, you catch a glimpse of someone looking back at you, cloaked by the flurry of feathers. Look there, the mantle of feathers. We are in the court of birds, and there stands the sky, Mother.
You journeyed to my temple and found the dragon.
Oh no.
Yet instead of driving it off, you allowed it to stay. The songs of my faithful will never again fill the nest, and the beast and her young will slaughter many to feed their hunger.
I'm looking up this requirement thing. Lore 10. We've got someone in our party, like Kana's lore is 15. Why doesn't his lore count? Conversation skill checks. There's conflicting information whether skill checks for conversations and scripted interactions apply only to the player's character stats or all members of the party. The wiki claims during any situation where a skill is checked against the challenge's level of difficulty, the party member with the highest relevant skill is represented as the starting benchmark. If their skill outweighs the difficulty score, the player's effort succeeded. However, many players who have completed the game swear up and down only the player's character skill is checked. In dialogue, it's always your stats alone that get checked. That would explain what's going on here. Dragons, like your birds, are creatures of the skies. Every life bears a cost.
Yes, and each should create wonders of commensurate value. What does a dragon create?
You're a goddess. Why are you asking me what dragons create? More dragons? Big dragons create baby dragons. You are about birth and stuff. I don't think that's the right answer here. She doesn't care about creation, I don't think. She doesn't care about it bringing the end to what is old. She is all about beauty. Let's go beauty. She likes beauty.
Their might inspires countless songs and tales, and the span of their wings fills canvases across Aora. And you are one whose soul is filled with the same passionate energy. Indeed, you are the right person to end this tragedy.
Yes, I did it. And I didn't have to kill the dragon. I came for your aid. I'm listening. The birds return to the tree and nestle amongst their peers. The breeze ripples through the branches again, carrying the goddess's voice.
You must stop Theos.
Yes.
And you must undo the tragedy he has wrought.
That seems like a big deal. The grieving mother rocks on her feet. There is a way, Watcher. There is hope yet. Birds all over the tree begin to chirp and sing, and in the rise and fall of their voices, Hylea speaks. Theos acts but is moved by another. The exiled queen whispers in his ear, urges him to rob the living and the unborn of their souls for her benefit. And he has obeyed. The exiled queen? Who's that? A hawk shifts on its perch. She will consume them, growing powerful while 1,000 empty children are born. She's eating the baby souls. But there is still time to reverse this tragedy. How could I return things to the way they were? Why? The birds suddenly fall silent, watching you. The voice on the wind returns. Guide the trapped souls back to the bodies they were stolen from. Hollow-born children whose eyes have never seen the sun. The grieving mother claps her hands once, setting off the music of chimes. After long years, let their wounds be healed and their tears dried. You could restore them, give their families hymns of joy after years of lament. The breeze tickles your ear. Peace and restoration give purpose to suffering. There is no meaning, no redemption in pain that does not lead to fulfillment. Symmetry demands that great rejoicing follow suffering such as this. Thank you, Hyalea. I will continue to Sun in Shadow.
When you reach the burial isle, you will find souls there that I have granted reprieve for their sins. I give these to you, for only they can bear you to safety on your journey down. And when you face Theos and the rotting fruits of his endeavors, remember the conversation we have had. In that moment, you will have power rivaling a god's. And after it, you will live in the world that you have chosen.
Okay. So she's given me power to release the souls. And if I do that, then I'll get the power rivaling a god's to defeat Theos. Sounds like a fair deal.
Restoration Watcher. Return the souls to the bodies they were stolen from. Swear to me that you will do this, and I shall give you power to make even Woodica quake.
Good old Woodica.
I can be merciful and terrible, Watcher.
So here's the problem. A lot of the Hollowborn have been tossed in rivers, or like murdered and buried. So if we return the souls to the bodies, are we creating zombie babies? Are we just putting a soul in a corpse in a river so it can drown again? I'm confused about this choice, Hyalea. But okay. Good chat. The grieving mother's eyes are fever bright. Watcher, this is the hope I have held to, that the children of Deerwood might be restored and their families healed. Let us bring Hyalea's restoration to this country. Okie doke, let's do it. And I shall remember. Oh, and I shall remember. The dark wing snaps shut, and the tiny sparrow flits to your shoulder. It tilts its head back and opens its beak, and the song that spills forth is like nothing you've ever heard. Melodies at once mournful and beautiful entrance you. The world becomes a place of pure color and sound. Each perfect moment follows the next like the lines of a poem or the bar of a song.
Wait! I'm not done with you.
Oh! Pelagina is like, you're my god? And I don't like you very much. Birds wheel and pivot, showing a flash of pale feathers. Who is this that speaks in anger? Say nothing.
It's not often that any of our kind get the chance to speak to their... What should I call you? My mother? Father? Those words seem to fall short and yet be too generous, given our history.
Oh no. The birds cock their heads, craning and twisting their necks to look at one another. You are angry with me.
What did you expect? Should I be happy? To be like this? To live like this? What kind of creator does this to her creation and abandons it in a world this cruel?
Is she mad because she has feathers on her head? And should I have plucked you from your home, wrapped you in my wings, and brought you to nest like this one? Some tranquil and harmonious place, far from the war chants and battle dances you love so well? A hawk shivers, ruffling its feathers. Tell me what you want. Who is this woman? She's a paladin. She's a bird person, and she doesn't like being a bird person, I guess?
All I've ever wanted from any of your kind is to take some responsibility. Any responsibility for what you've done. To us. To every one of the children you've abandoned.
Interesting. The birds flap their wings, rising from the branches. You are a song of ferocity, and one I love well. I hear your furor and rage, and it is music. Your prowess and valor leave a trail like a tapestry upon the world. I would not dampen your song, even with the comfort of my wings.
What does that mean?
Ah!
Come back here!
There is no response. Pelagina's fists clench in frustration. Oh, Megarin. She's a paladin. She has a huge sword. I would not tell her to get back to the kitchen. She'd probably behead you. Say nothing.
I should have known I'd never get any answers out of her. I'm done.
I mean, she said she's proud of how awesome you are. That's pretty good. Why are you mad? Durance has some words.
What is it, Watcher?
Does what we learned about Woodica trouble you?
It stinks of her.
What did we learn about Woodica?
It is justice, but if her greater purpose was to think Margaret would fall prey to such deceit. And Aethys. Widewind had always claimed to be invading Deerwood to free it. What if it were true? What if he had come to stop Woodica's plot before it began?
I am confused about this plot all of a sudden. Who is the... Pillars of Eternity exiled queen. It's Woodica as the exiled queen. So Woodica is behind Theos's axe. But then Magarin's helping Woodica? And what if Aethys was trying to stop Woodica? Okay, I think I'm following this now. I think.
Surely Aethys earned his death at Godhammer Citadel, but not for those reasons. Not to keep him silent. If such a thing has brought about this chaos...
Durance tilts his head as if listening to an inner voice, and then he frowns, the frown deepening as he speaks.
Must we always be tools of gods? If Woodica and Margaret, if they are the cause of this, the Hollowborn, if the Purges were never necessary, if Aethys was fighting back...
What are the Purges, Durance?
We started saving the Aothasians from themselves, burning any that didn't die with their god.
Holy smokes!
Heresy in Raed Ceres is one thing. Heresy here in the Deerwood comes with a more personal touch.
So Eddar's an Aothasi, and you didn't try to kill him. I guess maybe the Purges are done. Why the Purges?
As I see it, every Aothasian who still lives in the Deerwood puts the nation at risk. Is another dagger held to the throat of our faith. Root them out, burn them, or send them back to Raed Ceres to wallow in the blood of their failure.
Uh-huh. Talk to Durance about Woodica.
What? If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door. It stinks of her. It is justice, Surely, Aethys, must we always be tools
here
of
we go.
gods? If Woodica and Magrin, if they are the cause of this, the Hollowborn, if the purges were never necessary, if Aethys was fighting back.
Your Godhammer didn't save Deerwood, it doomed it. We don't know. It's a lot to take in.
No, it is not. I am glad to have walked this far with you, seen this truth. Perhaps it was what I was meant to see, with a watcher's eyes.
He glances at you beneath his brows, warily.
All these dances of words and intrigues, machines of men, twisted, ripping the souls of children, and by the gods, the goddess of justice. If I could end her like Aethys, Magrin burned her once. One can do so again. Woodica, she must answer to her own justice.
Justice or revenge?
Anyone with a shred of spirit seeks both justice and punishment. It burns in the heart of anyone who lives. All seek it. If the world does not balance, we all drown in the oceans. And the gods would not care. Magrin, she must be redeemed. And punishing Woodica, that will serve.
Magrin was allied with Woodica. She tried to kill all the makers of the Godhammer.
Is this some final joke at my expense? To test my faith further? And why would you think that, Watcher?
Oh. The others who made the Godhammer, they all died, didn't they? That's why I saw their symbols fade from your staff.
If all you have are questions, then I have enough of those. She is a bitch of a goddess, to be sure. But even a whore only goes so far in crossing those she serves.
You have been created to serve me.
What's up, Kurt? Thanks for following. Welcome to the Twitch. Trying to get to 4,000 followers out here on the Purple Dimension. Everyone helps. Thanks so much. Doing some Pillars of Eternity today. You said you left Ashfall without telling anyone of your departure?
You answer a question with a question. Then why did I feel her disappointment at Halgot? Why were we shamed?
I think she tried to kill you there.
Kill me? She is a goddess. I still drink from her burning breasts, Watcher. If she wished me dead, she could trace me to my source and kill me.
In the dream of the Godhammer, your spirit looked blurred and indistinct in the light, as if it had been sheared from you. Durant stares at you, his expression frozen, but he's silent and listening. If you had been damaged, as I saw in the Godhammer vision, that she may be unable to see you as you once were. Durant turns from you for a moment. His face twists in thought, conflicting emotions running across his features. Finally, he turns to you, his face steady.
There's no proof, Watcher. I was a fool to think you could help me see any farther than I could.
If you don't trust me, trust your staff. Admit that the other Godhammer builders are dead. Durance turns to the staff, and for a moment you see his eyes burning, taking in the edges of the wood, their symbols inlaid in there, the 11 faded circles.
They died in the blast, yes.
Ah.
The other 11. I was the only one to walk away.
Wow.
I thought we had wronged our goddess. That this was my trial, and if I could prove myself worthy of her, I should have known better. There is only one God of redemption, and I saw him ended.
As he studies the staff, you feel a wave of heat, a terrible energy rolling forth from it in waves, so much that it feels as if the Godhammer itself is alive in his hands. And past it, you hear a cry, like a child being born, and your eyes feel the flash of white, then 100 imagined shades of purple and white, streaming and circling into the howling of the storm, and beneath it the grinding of ancient machines of stone, rock, and metal, grinding and turning until all around you feels as if it's burning, sinking into the shadows of the earth, beneath the ground, the only place where a spirit might find refuge.
Ah!
When your vision clears, you see Durrance, his hands clutching the staff, and his eyes are bright, burning red. Atop the staff, the flame burns cleanly and brightly. As his gaze burns, he rips his gaze away and howls, a bellowing, horrid howl, like a wounded animal, and sweat pours down his brow. We can see that justice is served to her and Woodica both.
To think I served her.
Oh, he's turning from his faith.
Now I shall serve no one. Woodica's lies must be answered. And now it seems I must take fire in war from a goddess's false claim as well. I still take from her strength as I did, for as long as it lasts. For I shall not cast her aside yet, until I have drained her dry and had my fill, just as she intended for me.
Crikey, Durrance.
For I have learned one of the lessons of the faithful. The faithful may wound a goddess greater than any enemy. A purification is coming, and this fire shall consume them both.
Okay. Wow, Durrance. So he decided that he was betrayed by his goddess, which is horrendous. He's very mad about it. He wants to take her down and Woodica, because Woodica is taking the souls of the Hollowborn to get power, apparently. Why? I don't know, man. Anyway, Aloth did a quest while we were doing all this stuff. During the investigation, a quirky priest of a whale lent the group his bizarre form of help. Answers to the thief's riddles posed as different riddles. After tracking down each stolen artifact through a series of additional clues, Aloth and the priest of Abaddon realized that the priest of whale was the thief. Very pleased with himself, he had no objection to being captured and sent to the Earl of Ymir for punishment. When Aloth left the priests of Abaddon, they were still trying to determine the point of the theft. That's funny. Iffin's Cradle. Beneficial effect suspended for 20 seconds. Good stuff, man. Quest complete. The trials of Durrance are over now. All right, I think we wrap it up there. I think that's enough for today. We're about 4 hours into the stream, about where we want to be. So excellent stuff. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the new follows from Kurt, from Rafatax. We got a new subscriber, Emilio, as well. A lot of fun. So back tomorrow with more Pillars of Eternity. About the same time for that, we'll start. So thanks again, Top Shelf, for hanging out. Thanks, Ansem, Psychonauts, for being here too. And Francis. So we'll see you tomorrow with more. Let's raid somebody real fast. And then we will get out of here. Get back on the road. 80s Mullet is playing Baldur's Gate 3, actually. So that'll work out. We like 80s Mullet. We know that guy. Yeah, looks like he's just barely starting it. So that's cool. All right. Love you all. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your week and see you tomorrow. Bye.